All right. Devastator Squad, welcome in. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going tonight? I started a lot later than I anticipated, but here we are. But welcome in to our first ever stream slash content on the channel exploring Time Wizard. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Edison format. Format very near and dear to my heart. Honestly, one of my favorite time periods ever in the history of the game. Not just be, yeah, I don't love it just because it's like a popular thing these days. I just love it in general because that whole era of 2008, 2009, 2010 Yu-Gi-Oh for me is just very special. And those for me were like very transformative years in my life as a duelist, and some of my favorite decks of all time were all from that era. So I'm very excited to start kind of slowly sharing my love of Edison and Time Wizard with you guys. We got the puppies back there doing their wrestling. But welcome in. Good to see you guys. Miguel, good to see you. Jazz in the house. I see you, Synchron. Nathan, good to see you as well. Nathan Chin in the house. We've also got oh my gosh, these puppies, dude. These puppies. Make sure to smash that like button though, Devastator Squad. Please thank you, smash that like button. Always on the push there for these beautiful, beautiful thumbs ups, you know. Thumbs ups, the likes, etc. Always got to see those things carousing. Please and thank you. But yeah, tonight we're going to be checking out Edison, guys. And after the stream, we're actually going to be going over to my Discord, and we're going to be playing Edison with you guys via like remote duel. So like playing with your actual physical cards or like a webcam in Discord. I'm super excited for that. So yeah, what can I say, man? It's a great format. For those who've never explored it or have never played it before, or maybe hear a lot of just like negativity about Time Wizard, or your only exposure to it is just like, oh wow, there's a lot of broken cards, a lot of banned cards, there's a lot of crazy stuff, and I don't know if I can get into this. Honestly, once you kind of like get past the whole, yeah, there's banned cards. There's a lot of good cards in old Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of great ones. But once you get past that and just kind of accept the fact that like, even just like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! There's broken cards. There's quite a lot of them. And just kind of sit down and just enjoy just the experience. You know, I think I've gotten a lot of people into Time Wizard in the last year, especially when I was in Utah. I really helped a lot of people just kind of like see the fun that you can have playing Time Wizard formats, especially during like times of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where modern just feels a little stale, or it feels a little overwhelming, or too expensive, or not fun, or whatever the case is. Time Wizards are great ways to kind of escape from that and just explore different parts of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Miguel starting us off tonight with a $5 super chat, bro. Okay. Okay. Jazz it up. Yeah. Yep. Jazz it up. I tell you. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. And you're welcome. You are welcome. What is Edison? First and foremost, you know, we're going to talk a lot about like what is Edison, I'm not going to go over like all of the decks or all the card pool. We're just going to kind of like get our feet wet tonight. But we're going to explore this weekly. Every Thursday on the channel going forward is going to be Time Wizard. We're going to be exploring Time Wizard, primarily Edison, but we also will dive into some Ghost stuff from here and there. And I would not be opposed to doing other formats like Redo and Toss and Hat and things like this. I've played just about every format ever in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Except the ones during the COVID times. Yeah, I've played a lot of this stuff. And the Edison format takes place in 2010, specifically right before a set called The Shining Darkness comes out, before the national season of 2010. I had no idea that you were such a big fan of mine. Miguel going with another $5 super chat, man. Thank you so much. Jazz it up now. He wants to jazz it up, man. All right, I got you. I got you with the jazz it up, bro. I'm here too. Jazz it up. That's right. Say it again. Say it again. Thank you so much, man, for the super chats. Holy moly. Appreciate it, dude. So yeah, Edison format is, it takes place specifically at a Shonen Jump Championship Edison in New Jersey. And it uses the ban list from that 2010, early 2010, the most recent, like prize card at the time, or the last big Shonen Jump prize card is this beautiful card right here, the Dark End Dragon. It's in our thumbnail for tonight's stream. Two of the most iconic monsters of Edison, Dark End Dragon and Dark Armed Dragon. Kind of really, really big proponents of this format. Really great stuff. Honestly, Edison has changed a lot in modern times to kind of like facilitate for just like a lot of great creativity and just kind of thinking outside and kind of reinventing some of these old decks and also creating new ones. And we're going to actually be playing a new one tonight, courtesy of Jazz. Jazz sent us over a deck to play called, this is Gigavice. Gigavice is it's a plant deck. It's essentially like a really heavy combo oriented strategy that essentially wants to just like full combo out this crazy board of synchro monsters and kill you in one turn kind of thing. Its main tactic is to abuse a card called Supervise and Gigaplant to allow this Gigaplant to special summon plant monsters, so you can keep reusing cards like Lone Fire Blossom, Dandelion, and Copy Plant Nettles, etc. I've never played this deck before myself, so anyone in the chat that knows how to play this deck, you're gonna have to teach me some stuff. I've only played against this deck. Hopefully Jazz can help us out with some of the stuff. Jazz is very, very good with the Gigavise deck. I myself, when I play this format, I love to play Lightsworns, I love to play Zombie Synchro, and I love Gladiator Beasts. Those are my big three that I like to play when I play Edison. So we're gonna be taking a look at just a couple different things. I'm sure we'll see a lot of different stuff throughout the matches tonight. Yeah, here's I haven't put together my GBs just yet on here, but I've got my Lightsworns, my tried and true deck, very near and dear to my heart. I love Lightsworns, one of my favorite decks of all time in the history of the game. So if Snoop Dogg plays Edison format, this would be it. Would it be? That's funny, man. Hold on, I got a nice sparkling water in it, huh? Sweet. All right. So out of curiosity, for those tuning in right now, who here has played Edison? You can let me know in the chat. And I'm also curious who has not ever played Edison. And this is going to be like your first kind of time looking at or seeing decks, cards, etc. from this time period of Yu-Gi-Oh! Nathan says, love me some Edison. Miguel says, sadly not. Jess says, I'll send you some of the basic combos here in a second. Okay, sweet. Appreciate that. Edison, it's got a lot of decks. This is one of the big hallmarks of playing Time Wizard formats is there's a lot of old formats in Yu-Gi-Oh where diversity is really a hallmark, just kind of like keepsake of that time period. Honestly, if we're gonna talk like diversity, I honestly think one of the best time periods in the history of the game ever is the Troop Dupe format of the like national season 2007. That is probably like top 3 favorite formats of all time for myself, specific, like personally loved it. Great, really great time period Yu-Gi-Oh. Edison is also up there. I myself personally I like the format before Edison more, when all of the decks were a little bit more powerful. Like my zombie deck, for example, having like my 2 Mizukis is great. But it is fine. The deck is still very, very solid and functions very, very well. This is the deck that I'm going to be building you, Miguel, is the Zombie Synchro deck, using Deep Sea Diva, Destiny Hero monsters, We can actually just like really quickly throw it together on here, and I'll show you kind of like some of the cards. So let's go ahead and do new deck. This will be zombies. All right. So first things first is we'll get our zombie package out of the way. So zombie master. It's a very, very cool card. Goblin zombie. Plague spreader zombie. This is a deck I played in 2008, 2009, and 2010. I played zombie synchros for forever in the old school days. I actually still have my deck from back then. It's completely max raritied. Which that's all of my Edison decks that I play that I love. My favorite ones are all max rarity. Because I've just had them since forever ago. You know, I didn't pick them up recently or make these decks now or in the last couple years or whenever when Edison blew up with its resurgence. I've had this stuff forever, and honestly, like I said, it's just literally like one of my just the best times of the game's history, dude. Really is so much fun. It's a lot of fun too to just kind of like learn a different style of Yu-Gi-Oh. One of the big things about a lot of these old formats versus more modern formats is how you play the game, your thought process, the way you make the way you read your opponent, the way you read the board, the way you read cards, the way you resource manage, the way you make decisions. Your decision tree is a lot more macro versus micro. What I mean by that is in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, all of your decision making really comes down to just like a small amount of time frame and also a small amount of turns, where like one card drastically alters the entirety of that like interaction or line of cards. Whereas in older formats, it's a little different. More so, decisions will have more of an effect sometimes immediately, sometimes in a turn or two, or sometimes that decision to like hold a certain card or not play this card here or whatever will win you the game in like 10 turns, right? So it's just a very, very different style of playing Yu-Gi-Oh. But I will say this, if you really like Yu-Gi-Oh, I want to get better at Yu-Gi-Oh, I would say play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh and play old Yu-Gi-Oh as well as modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Learning these skills and getting really good at old Yu-Gi-Oh will help you a lot in modern Yu-Gi-Oh and vice versa. Just from personal experience, I think having skills in both spheres is very, very valuable, especially when it comes to deck building. TJ in the house, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. We'll go over the decks. We'll go over the decks on another stream. Actually, you know what we could do? Actually, I wanted to do this already. I want to review the decks from the RBET that just happened. Actually, it would be a really great place for us to show some of the decks, man. See if there's a way to get access to all these deck lists. Oh, they're on YouTube. All right. All right. So let's take a look here. So these are tournaments that are thrown by the Yu-Gi-Oh community, specifically this channel, E3 Yu-Gi-Oh. He puts on these events that are honestly like on par, and I've heard actually like better than Konami tournaments, which is crazy because Konami throws really good tournaments. For those who've never been to a YCS or a Nationals or a Worlds, or a Yu-Gi-Oh Extravaganza or a Yu-Gi-Oh Open, these type of like tier 2 and tier 3 events are awesome. They're great. Really are just the best. So it's really cool to kind of, I've never been to an RBET before. I haven't played Edison in any competitive capacity outside of just locals around Utah. So I'm excited to like maybe have the opportunity to branch out of that a little bit, to play more, because I think there's just so much great stuff to do with this format and with these things. So let's I'm just gonna zoom in on the deck itself specifically. I want to see all the other stuff. Cool. All right, so we'll take a look at decks. So the RBET stands for Really Big Edison Tournament. It's very, very creative, I know. But these events attract hundreds and hundreds of players from all over the place, and they host them all over the United States. They actually did one at the Yu-Gi-Oh National Championship this year in Indianapolis. They held the tournament literally down the street from Konami's National and had more players than Konami's tournament did because they had to like turn people away because it capped out. So like all the extra people went and played Konami's tournament. So it's wild. So if Konami wouldn't have done the drama that they did with the Time Wizard stuff at the start of July, they would have had the biggest Time Wizard tournament ever recorded in the history of holding this stuff. There would have been like 500, 600, 700 players, something like that, registered to play Edison, which is crazy, right? That's like, it's a lot of players, man, specifically to play a very niche old format. That's wild. That's wild. So there's a lot of decks. This one is a, this deck is not common in Edison. A lot of people like it because it's cool. It's an explosive OTK deck. It's called the Jinzo OTK. You know, machines are one of the like most prominently powerful types in the GX era of Yu-Gi-Oh, and definitely into like the first iterations of 5Ds. Machine monsters are really good. Starting off with Chimera Tech OTK and Cyber Dragon OTK in 2005. 2006, the Troop Dupes, Cyber Phoenix OTK formats in 2007, and just continues to go on. Machina's release around this time period, 2009, 2010, and Machinas are a very powerful structure deck engine, which replaced them. The premise of the deck is they're just a lot of like floating monsters that are really big and really hard to deal with, because their boss monster, Machina Fortress, is just an absolute powerhouse of a card. It is very, very ahead of its time, I think is a great way to describe it. It is a Yu-Gi-Oh card from back then that was way ahead of its time. It honestly acts like a modern Yu-Gi-Oh card. If you read it, it kind of feels like it would be printed today in modern Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a very, very, very good card. It has 2,500 attack, so it's no slouch. That goes toe-to-toe with almost all the best cards in the format, or better. You can special summon it from your hand or graveyard by discarding machines that equal up to level 8 stars or higher. And it includes itself as costs, which is crazy. And if it's targeted by an opponent's effect, you can discard a card from your opponent's hand. You get to look and discard. And if it's destroyed by battle, you get to destroy a card your opponent controls. So it's very, very good. And none of those effects are once per turn. Which is pretty wild. But yeah, this is just a purely just like cracked OTK strategy that relies on getting out good old Chimera Tech Over Dragon, or just utilizing Jinzo Returner to special summon a bunch of Jinzos and Machina Fortresses and stuff back to the board. So it's a cool deck. Really is a cool deck. Kind of cool to see that someone took it to a top 16 finish at this RBET. So very, very cool deck. Next up is, this is a deck called Black Wings. Make sure to smash the like button, chat, as you're joining in, please and thank you. Let's get those likes cruising. Can we hit 20 likes again like last night's stream? That was crazy. We hit 25 actually, which is absolutely insane. Please and thank you. Smash that like button, guys. Really helps us out a lot. Blazing, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Okay, this is a deck called Black Wings. Blackwing is a hallmark staple of 5D's Yu-Gi-Oh. This is a deck that was really powerful and game defining and game warping since its release in 2008 with the Dark Strike Fighter OTKs. And this is a deck that just continuously tops and wins and is at the top of the charts all the way until 2011 when Exceed Monsters come out. That's when Blackwings finally like take a back seat and fall out of, you know, just kind of get power crept out of the game. But for the better part of almost 3 entire straight years, this deck was an absolute beast. And it is arguably the most powerful deck in the Edison format. Some people argue that it's another deck called Vayu Turbo, which we will see here coming up, I'm sure. Some other people argue that it's frogs or decks that utilize the frog engine. But I personally think Blackwings is the best deck in Edison by a mile. This is a deck that is really, really consistent. It has a card called Black Whirlwind, which reads every time, like when you normal summon a Blackwing, you can search your deck for another Blackwing monster with less attack than it. And that's pretty good. And it's a continuous card, and you can have 2 of them. So essentially, there's like times where you will just literally summon a monster and search 2 monsters. Blackwings is an archetype that is really swarm mechanic. A lot of their cards allow you to special summon them. If you control a Blackwing, you can special summon another one from your hand. So really, really aggressive play style, has a lot of search power. Also plays a really insane card. This card right here that I'm circling, this is it's a hand trap. It's called Colute the Moonshadow. Very few hand traps exist in old Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll premise that. If something about modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That's frustrating to you, like, I just hate hand traps. I'm so tired of everybody having Fuvalos, Perulia, Ash Blossom, and everything, every game. It's so annoying. Dominus Purge, Impulse, blah, blah, blah. That stuff doesn't exist. There's literally, like, the only generic hand trap in this format that's good is going to be DD Crow and Gorz the Emissary of Darkness. There's a couple other hand traps that are, like, kind of okay and decent, but like otherwise they're gonna be just non-existent. So this one is Colute the Moonshadow, the one I'm circling right here. This one is specifically to Blackwings. It's a damage step card. When a Blackwing battles, during the damage you can discard it to make the Blackwing monster gain 1400 attack. It's not a once per turn or once per attack effect, so you can like drop all of them at once if you had 3 and increase your monster's attack by 14 times 3, so that's 4200 attack, essentially. Pretty nasty. But yeah, this is a very powerful deck. Very good deck. It's a deck that like can play explosive. It has a lot of OTKs out of nowhere. Also has a lot of really crazy good robust trap lineup. One thing for those who've never played or seen Edison before, one of the big like things of Edison are trap cards. Trap heavy decks are kind of like, they kind of rule the show. There are a number of decks that don't play traps at all, or very few, like the Gigavice deck we're going to take a look at in a little while, from that Jazz sent us over to look at. That's a deck that plays like no trap cards. It's entirely just like a combo strategy. But traps are very, very important in this format. They do a lot for you. This is a format all about just back and forth 1-for-1 trades. Trying to get as much incremental value as you can and card advantage as you can over time by removing threats from the board using stuff like Dimensional Prison, Icarus Attack, Mirror Force, etc. So Blackwings, also a great deck. I would highly recommend checking it out if you're new to Edison. Very, very, very easy deck to learn and pick up. Honestly, it's very, very straightforward. What is this? This looks like some just like Synchro Cat shenanigans to me. This is my first time looking at these Arbet deck lists, so I don't know exactly what all of these like decks could be like named. Just looking at first glance though, this just looks like just a Rescue Cat deck, which are not really popular in Edison because Rescue Cat's limited, as well as Summoner Monk. But they are both very powerful cards. Rescue Cat is played in a number of strategies. Summoner Monk not so much. But there's a deck literally identical to this prior to this Edison format when Rescue Cat and Summoner Monk were not limited. Literally, it's just called Cat. It's just called Cat Synchro. It's an insanely powerful deck that just relies on Rescue Cat and Summoner Monks to just spam out a bunch of dudes and OTK or burn you with Dark Streak Fighters. But I can see the premise here in Edison. It's a lot of good stuff cards. Very, very popular package in Edison are going to be these guys right here, the Hamsters and the Raikos. So this is Super Nimble Mega Hamster. It is a flip effect monster. When it's flipped up, you can special summon a level 2 or lower beast monster from your deck to face down defense position. Its #1 go-to target is every time going to be Raiko, the Lightsworn Hunter. This little guy right here. This is a card that when it's flipped up, you can target a card on the field and destroy it, and then you can also mill the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. These effects are not mandatory, which is kind of a cool thing about Raiko. You can also just only mill cards and not destroy a card. But you typically always want to use it as a spot removal. You know, it's very, very powerful card. But being able to use this effect to get to this is really, really good. And cool thing about Nimble Hamster, chat, is this thing has 1800 defense, so it's pretty hard. to go over. There's almost no monsters in this format that you can normal summon that can beat that. The only real monster that you can play in Edison that has 1900 or higher attack is Thunder King Ryo, Doom Caliber Knight, and Sirocco, Blackwing Sirocco of the Dawn. Those are going to be the only real like more common answers to a nimble mega hamster. Otherwise, every monster is probably just going to like take damage off of this card. But cool deck, just good stuff cards. A lot of just Edison staples in this one. Looks like we have up next another Blackwing deck. Like I said, this is a very popular deck. This is probably the most popular deck of Edison by a landslide. Followed up by this one. This is Vayu Turbo. This is a deck that it existed back in those days of Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2010, but it was kind of like a what the heck was going on kind of thing. Blackwings was like way to kind of do this deck, but like I don't remember the Vayu Turbo deck as being as cracked as it is in modern Edison. But it's a stupidly good deck. Very, very powerful. The entirety of this deck just kind of puts together the like really good dark engines via Dark Grepher and Armageddon Knight. Both of these cards allow you to send dark monsters from your deck to the graveyard. Armageddon Knight is on summon. Send one from deck to grave. Dark Grepher is you discard a dark monster to send a dark monster from deck to the graveyard. Dark Grepher is honestly like his card design is to be a one card monster to summon Dark Arm Dragon. They came out in the same set. So did Armageddon Knight. They all came out in Phantom Darkness back in 2008 or 2007, excuse me. But yeah, Greffers are really powerful. You can also special summon Grepher from your hand by discarding a level 5 or higher dark. So in this deck, it's really, really good because the Siroccos are level 5s and you want them in the graveyard. Why? Because this little guy right here, this little chicken, his name is Vayu, the Emblem of Honor. If it's in the graveyard, you can banish it along with any other Blackwings in your grave. And then you special summon a Synchro from your extra deck. That's a Blackwing specifically, but its effects will be negated. But these guys together just make a level 6 Synchro, and you just dump them to the graveyard with Grepher, Armageddon, and so on. This is a deck that just kind of like can get a lot of gas. It just gets a lot of incremental card advantage via Grepher, Armageddon Knight, Raikou, Caius, Hamster, Card Trooper, and then it has a lot of draw power with Upstart, Allure of Darkness, and then it has the classic good old blowout card, Return from the Different Dimension. This card is banned in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been banned for a very long time. This card reads, pay half of your life, special summon all of your banished monsters to the field. Well, obviously up to 5. But yeah, you could literally you can summon all of your banished monsters back. And then at the end of the turn, they're removed from play. But you just use it to just kind of like recycle all of your Siroccos and your Vayus and your Armed Wings and your Necro Gardener or whatever. Cards you banish for Dark Armed. It's a card that just, when it resolves, you win the game. Now, if you guys have any questions at all at any time, please feel free to ask in the chat. If there's anything that you just like want, or things you want to point out or share, please, you're welcome to just like talk about stuff in the chat as well. But definitely, this is going to be like a introductory kind of look, because I know a lot of people in our community are not Edison players or Time Wizard players, or maybe have dabbled in it a little bit. So this is going to be a lot of just kind of like a crash course, if you will, look at the format before we start playing it. So let's see what other decks we've got on here. Here is a Machina deck. So this one's very different from the one we saw previous, which was like coupling those Jinzo cards. This one is a more traditional take on Machina, utilizing, again, the good stuff cards. So you got the Hamster, the Raikou, Caius's, Trooper, etc. But then you also have Lila. This is also a very common package you can play in these old Yu-Gi-Oh formats. Edison especially really likes this, and also anybody that plays the redo format. There are some decks that can play Lightsworn packages, where you can play the Raikou, Lila, and then a Charge of the Light Brigade to search. Charge of the Light Brigade is a search card for Lightsworn monsters, a level 4 or lower. You send the top 3 cards of your deck to the grave to search for a level 4 or lower Lightsworn and add it from your deck to your hand. It's limited, of course. It's really good. But Lila is really good. Lila is a level 4 monster, 1700 attack, and it is a mystical space typhoon. While it's on the field, you can target a spell or trap your opponent controls and destroy it, and then Lila will go to defense. And then it has to stay in defense position for 2 turns before you can switch it back. So you can't just like keep spamming it every single turn. It's not that crazy. It's still good though. This is a format, like I said, where traps are really, really common and prevalent and kind of like run the show. So having any kind of cards in your deck that can interact with blowing up back row or forcing out back row at inopportune times is always going to be something that's really cool. But yeah, this is it's Machina's. It's machine control beatdown kind of stuff. Not as good as I would say the gadgets. I think playing gadgets are a little better. Maybe we'll see one in this video at some point. But yeah, Machina is very straightforward though. You summon this guy. This is the honorary orange gadget. It searches your deck for a Machina monster. So you'll typically almost always search for Machina Fortress, or you can search for Force. And then Gear Frame is a Union monster. When it's face up on the field, you can equip it to a Machina, and then when that Machina will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send the Gear Frame to the grave instead, and that monster will be protected. So it's a really, really great way for you to just summon it, turn 1, search the fortress, special the fortress, and then equip the Gear Frame to the fortress so the fortress has protection on it, which is really good because this is a very hard card to deal with. All right, what else do we got in here? A lot of great card choices in this person's deck. Honestly, I really like their sideboard. It's very, very nice. All right, here is a new up and coming deck. This is definitely not an old Edison deck in the slightest. Plants were always very popular in old Yu-Gi-Oh. Plant decks are really, really good. But this one is, I mean, the hallmark of this format is called Quick Draw Dandelion. Very, very cool deck. A lot of people don't play it anymore. It's more of like a, it's become a kind of just like a poster child deck, but not a good deck. People don't think it's that great. When I guess when you look at it from a modern lens, it's not the best pile of cards, but it's really cool. And takes you by surprise, right? But yeah, this is a deck that's I've seen a lot of people talking about recently. It utilizes this Kawaki Mairu card, which is a Kawaki Mairu is a very interesting like controlled style like archetype. But this is like the plant monster that it plays in it. It's got Lord Poison and it's Botanical Lion, so it's a cool deck. It's another like really great aggressive style combo deck, like which plants really, really like to do is be aggressive stuff. There's honestly, like this is another deck I want to look at and try, because this is kind of like a really like new iteration of plants. This didn't exist back in the day. So very interested to like try a deck like this. Same with Gigavice. I want to look at Gigavice as well. Another modern Edison plant deck. What else we got in here? Got another Blackwing deck. Yeah, you'll see a lot of those. All right, here we go. This is another really good deck. This one's very, very popular. It was popular back in the old days as well. These are gadgets. Gadget monsters are really, really good old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. A very good engine that was just played a lot back in the old school days. Kind of dwindled in popularity as like time went on, and the engine completely like phased out around this time period of Yu-Gi-Oh. But they combo really well with Machinas, because the gadget monsters, for those of you who don't know what they are, when they are summoned, you can search for another gadget. The red gadget will always search yellow, yellow will always search green, and green will always search red. They're kind of like a traffic light. If you think of like red light, yellow light, green light, they kind of all like search each other out in that order of like a traffic stop. So really good. Just always like having cards that replace themselves, which you can discard for summoning Machina Fortresses over and over and over again. One of the big modern takes on this deck is playing this card right here called Horn of Heaven. Horn of Heaven is a monster negate for a summon. You tribute a monster you control and negate a summon of an opponent's monster. Very, very cool. This card was not played at all back in the day. Like, we were playing Black Horn of Heaven. If we were going to play one of the Horn of Heaven cards, it was Black Horn of Heaven back in the day. To anytime your opponent special summons a monster, you could use the Black Horn to negate the summon. Horn of Heaven can negate any summon, even normals. Except it's like solemn. It's literally Solemn Judgment, but it can't stop spell and traps or effects. Cannot stop spell and trap effects either. To summon cards, it's only like an actual summon of a monster, and it's summons of monsters that don't start a chain. Also, good. You got to realize it doesn't stuff like if you special summon Cyber Dragon, that doesn't start a chain, so you can Horn of Heaven that. Other big hallmark of this deck, this machine beatdown, is it plays Solidarity. Solidarity is a continuous spell card that if you control only like one type of monster, that type gains 800 attack permanent while this card is face up, and they stack. So you could have multiple Solidarities in play and get up to 2400 boost on your monsters. So these gadgets with, 1200 attack or 1300 attack now are normal summoning down and having 2000 attack points, 100 attack points. Gear Frame is 2600 attack points. Machina Fortress is 3300. Like, these numbers are gross, obscenely hard to deal with for most, if not all decks, right? That don't have like Kalut or very good multiple target like field removal, which not a lot of decks have cards like that. It's like everyone's gonna have like the one Mirror Force, the one Torrential, but not everyone can play stuff like Icarus Attack or Treacherous Trap Hole, things like that that can destroy multiple monsters at once. So very cool deck. This is another deck that is very good to be introduced into Edison. If you want to play for the first time, it's a very, very cheap, inexpensive budget deck and very, very good. Like crazy good. This deck puts out results like wild. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Make sure to smash the like button as you're tuning in, chat. Please and thank you. Can we get those likes cruising? Get the 20 likes tonight. It'd be super amazing. Super amazing. All right, so let's see what else we got in this list of decks. More Blackwings. Yep. Like I said, you'll see a lot of those. Oh, it's an interesting deck. This is another good stuff deck. I like decks like this. I like when people design decks that are... They feel like you're playing like GOAT format. Decks like this just feel like you're playing GOAT. They're just all good stuff cards. There's no real strategy here. One of the things about the time period of like the end of GX and almost all of the 5Ds era, it's predominantly archetypal specific families of cards. So Black Wings, Gladiator Beasts, Light Sworns, Machina, right? Things like that. Whereas a deck like this, there's no family here. This is all just like cool cards that work really well together. I guess you can say the overlying theme here is spellcaster control. Breaker, spellcaster, Endymion, spellcaster, Defender, spellcaster, Secret Village of the Spellcaster. This is a very powerful card. Very, very powerful card. For those that don't know what the card is, it's a field spell that reads if a player doesn't control a spellcaster monster, you cannot activate spells from your hand. And pretty much no deck in this format plays spellcasters in their main deck. So this is a very strong card. Very strong card. This card is still cracked in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You could like set, there's people who they play set rotation. You set rotation into this card and give your opponent chaos space, so they literally can't summon monsters, and you just lock them out of spells. Cool, dude. Nice. But yeah, yep. But yeah, this is a really cool deck. It can use some spell counter shenanigans. I mean, it does play the Defender, plays the Breaker, so those are spell counter cards. It also does play the Arcanite Magicians, 3 of them. Arcanite Magician is a really great generic level 7 synchro. Well, it's not generic. It does take a spellcaster. It's a tuner plus a spellcaster. So it's not generic, but a lot of decks can summon this though, because a lot of decks side Kaiku and or Breaker in this format. Those are both just really powerful, good stuff cards. But yeah, this is a really cool deck. I like the idea of something like this. This is it's a control deck. You have the Defenders, which are really, really good. Cards normal summon, place a spell counter on it, and then if a spellcaster on the field is destroyed, you can remove a spell counter instead. So it kind of just keeps monster control. It's also got a huge defense, so it's hard to deal with. Endymion is a 1900 beater. Breaker's a 1900 beater while it has a spell counter on it. Gravekeeper Spies, obviously, are just great floater monsters with 2000 defense. If it's flipped up, it special summons another Gravekeeper card. Gravekeeper Descendant distributes Gravekeepers to destroy cards on your opponent's field, not once per turn. So it's just a good deck. Kaiku just rules the rules. This card alone is like gonna be hard for a deck like Vayu Turbo to deal with. They'll have to have like specifically like summoning Caius or summoning Sirocco to get over a monster like Kaiku, because it's got 1800, so it's at that like really good threshold of attack for the format. And Kaiku is just a staple since it came out in 2003. The card has always been good, and like all old Yu-Gi-Oh formats, Kaiku is played from 2003 up to like 2014. Like this card is like in every side deck or main deck. This card is just ridiculously powerful. While it's face up on the field, your opponent cannot banish cards from the grave, so it turns off entire deck engines and cards. And when this card does battle damage, you can banish 2 monsters from your opponent's graveyard at the end of damage, which is unbelievably powerful. Just being able to like pick and choose ripping cards from your opponent's grave is invaluable, absolutely invaluable. But yeah, cool deck. Like honestly, a really, really cool deck. You have your tuner in this deck is going to be the Gale, Blackwing Whirlwind. And then you have 3 Psychic Commanders with 1 Emergency Teleport. This is another really powerful package that exists in Edison. Primarily the deck that will play this Emergency Teleport Psychic package is going to be Zombie Synchro or just pure Psychic Synchro beatdown strategies. But it's cool that it kind of finds its way in here. Emergency Teleport is a quick play spell card that lets you special summon a level 3 or lower Psychic from your deck. So the targets in this format are going to be Psychic Commander and Krebons, but there are a couple other ones if you do play the pure Psychic deck, you know, like Mind Master, for example. But yeah, this is a cool deck. I honestly like, this looks like a lot of fun to try. I would like to play this deck. I'd like to try this deck out. All right, what else do we got? So we've got Frog Hero. So this is a very, very, this is actually a, this deck right here just kind of sums up the entirety of Edison in one go. Minus the Blackwing card specifically. My puppies are just fighting over there, dude, for these toys. This deck just kind of showcases like everything good in Edison in one go. You have the Monarch, you have the Caiuses, the Monarch package, the Destiny Heroes, the Hero Monsters, the Gores, the Frogs, the Great Tuner support, the Broken Spell cards, Miracle Fusions, the best trap cards, all the good synchros and fusion monsters. Like this deck just kind of like sums up like Edison cards, man, really well. But this is arguably the best engine in the entirety of Edison. These frog monsters. A lot of decks play these. There are frog decks that are just entirely dedicated to all frogs. There are frog OTKs. There's frog control. There's not in Edison, but the format literally right after this one, there's a frog FTK. It's literally the best deck ever made in the history of the game, arguably. In my opinion, I think the frog FTK is the best deck ever created in Yu-Gi-Oh, hands down. And then you've got frog engines that kind of pair really well. The most common one since the dawn of time was Treeborn Frog with Ryza, or Treeborn Frog with Zaborg, Treeborn Frog with Stalos, Caius, etc. It's called Frog Monarch or Perfect Circle with the Destiny Hero cards from 2007, 2008. Monarchs have been around a long time. Since like 2004, 2005, Monarchs have been like a prominent part of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they just kind of like make their way through all of the formats and just are really good. And this is like the best way to play Monarchs in this format, is with these frog cards. The best one is this one right here, though. This little guy called Substitute. This card lets you tribute a monster to special summon a frog from your deck. It's not once per turn. You can do this to your heart's content forever. You do it in its entirety, you'll tribute off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 monsters. And then you end on this guy, Dupe Frog. Dupe Frog is a 2000 defense monster. While it's face up on the field, your opponent cannot attack any other monster you control or frog monster you control except Dupe Frog. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a frog monster from your deck or graveyard back to your hand. Pretty good. Pretty good card. So the idea usually when you're setting up this like turn 1 field is to have 2 Dupe Frogs sitting on the board so your opponent just literally can't attack you. They'll have to have like spell and trap or monster effects that remove monsters off the field in order to like actually do something, because those Dupe Frogs will counteract each other. There's a lot of cards in old Yu-Gi-Oh that say that if you control like this card, your opponent can't do this, and if you have 2 of them, they just can't do nothing. They kind of cancel each other out, and it's like you can't do nothing about it. It's not unique to Dupe Frog. It's existed since Marauding Captain and Legacy of Darkness 2003. But yeah, this is a very good deck. Supplements very well with the hero package. You have the Elements of Hero, Stratos, Ocean, Malicious, just kind of the best hero cards in the format. Miracle Fusion, allowing you to banish hero cards from your graveyard and or field to special summon heroes from your fusion. So the targets are going to be Elements of Hero Gaia, which is a hero and an earth. And then there's good old Stratos, which is a hero and a water monster. Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero is a nasty card. This is one of the most powerful cards of Edison. This card, if it leaves the field, it destroys all of your opponent's monsters. Doesn't matter if it goes back to the extra deck, to your hand, to the graveyard, banished, doesn't matter. As long as this card is face up when it leaves the field. If this card is face down and leaves the field, it will not trigger in Edison. It does not trigger in Edison. But very cool deck. A lot of good cards. I really, really like hero cards a lot. There's another Vayu deck. That's definitely going to be a common one you see as you walk through Edison. Very, 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 very common. You play Diva Hero Frogs and Absolute Zero is just the best standalone monster. Yeah, I was literally just saying that Absolute Zero is crazy good. Crazy good. What else we got in here? This is my deck. Gladiator Beasts. This is my favorite deck ever made in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh. Albeit this is a very weird version of the deck. First glance, I do not like this build at all. I see the idea. It's trying to utilize Summoner Monk for tagging into like summoning out a bestiary or a cat or whatever. I see the idea, but I'm not a fan. I also really do not like this card. There's some Glad Beast players that rave about this card. It's called Gladiator's Respite. You shuffle back 3 Gladiator Beast cards or 2 Gladiator Beast cards from your hand to the deck, and then you draw 3 new cards. I personally think the card's useless. I'd rather just play the GBs as themselves. Like, this is a very low count of monsters for Gladiator Beasts. But essentially, this is just like this is a toolbox deck. Gladiator Beast is a toolbox deck. It's a deck that a lot of people that play Edison a lot hate a lot. Like, this deck gets a really bad rap. Every time I've brought it to locals, people just think I'm the biggest asshole on the planet. But I don't bring it to do that. I bring it because it's my favorite deck of all time. I love GBs. I've been playing them since 2007. I love the shit out of GBs. It's the most unique Yu-Gi-Oh deck ever. What I mean by that is the premise of what Gladiator Beast cards do has never been replicated in Yu-Gi-Oh, or redone or reworked or remade or translated over to a different archetype. They are unique, very unique. Gladiator Beast monsters are essentially all normal monsters. They're vanillas. They do nothing, literally nothing when you just summon them. Their effects will only trigger if they are summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast. Every Gladiator Beast monster, almost, there's some that don't. In this deck, only this guy doesn't do this, but when Gladiator Beasts attack, at the end of the battle phase, they can go back into the main deck and special summon out a different Gladiator Beast monster, and then that's when their effects trigger, is at the end of the battle phase. So it's essentially like doing like a gladiator coliseum combat. You know, you have all these different types of gladiator like warriors that utilize each other's tag team like abilities to work off of each other and kind of build the strategy together. It's really cool. But yeah, there's no other deck like this in Yu-Gi-Oh! That just like, they have to go to battle phase and switch each other out, and then their effects activate like that. And they have abilities for every instance. They have a mystical space typhoon. They have a smashing ground. They have a DD Crow. They have a summoning 2 monsters at the same time. They have an attack gainer. They have a special summon from a graveyard. Search a card from your deck. Add a card from the graveyard. And then the best one are these guys in the fusions, which these fusions are all contact fusions. You just use the monsters on the field and they go back to your main deck, and then you summon out the fusions. This one is Gladiator Beast Heraclinos. It's a 3,000 attack monster. It allows you to negate and destroy spell or trap cards during either player's turn, and it's not once per turn or once per chain. All you have to do to activate it is discard a card. That's it. So good. And then there's Gladiator Beast Gyzarus, the bread and butter of GBs. This card, when it's special summoned, you can destroy up to 2 cards on the field. And at the end of battle phase, you can special summon 2 Gladiator Beasts from your deck. Crazy good. Just super good card advantage. This is a deck that just a lot of people get frustrated by it, because once this deck gets moving and gets rolling, it's very hard to stop. It's very hard to beat Gladiator Beasts when they have the engine just full steam ahead. When you have Laquari, Darius, a Quest all in rotation with a War Chariot, Gyzarusing every turn, summoning Test Tigers, nuking the boards, banishing everything in the graveyard, setting up the negate monster with Heraclian. Once you have all these cards doing their stuff, this deck is just boom, dude. It's just to the moon. Broke. Just amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, I love this deck. Would not recommend it though to a new player. This is probably like the hardest deck in old Yu-Gi-Oh to play from personal experience. This deck is very hard to pilot. And I think that's why I know that a lot of other people get frustrated by it. It's very hard to play. It is not an easy deck. Gladiator Beast is not an easy deck to just pick up and just start playing. Because it's a very decision-based deck, because your resources are absurdly limited, and this is not a deck that can just like get incremental card advantage like a lot of the other decks in this format do. This deck struggles a lot with a lot of the decks in the format until it gets moving. Then it just beats everything. But yeah, very good deck. Love Glad Beast. I don't like this build at all. Would not recommend playing it like this. But still cool. Congrats to them topping with it. What else we got in here? Okay, we got another. This is Deep Sea Diva Heroes. So this is a synchro deck. This is essentially the deck I'm building for you, Miguel, but instead of the zombie package, there's the full heroes. The deck I'm building for you still has Destiny Hero Malicious and Elements Hero Stratos in it, because those cards are just like staple. If you're playing zombies, those cards are just broken. Especially if you're playing Deep Sea Diva, just absolutely insanely good cards. Hodarn, welcome in. Good to see you, man. How's it going tonight? Welcome in. Nice, we're at 10 likes already, guys. Heck yeah, smash that like button, man. Get those likes up. Can we get to 20 likes? Can we get to 20 likes tonight? And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Join the Devastator Squad. Come and roll in and be a part of this incredible Yu-Gi-Oh journey. Whether you play Time Wizard or not, I play everything, and I aim to showcase all of Yu-Gi-Oh. So I've got to get a little bit of everything for everybody, kind of thing, you know. But yeah, this is a really, really fun deck. It utilizes this card called Deep Sea Diva. When this card is summoned, you can special summon a level 3 or lower Sea Serpent from your deck. So you're going to special summon Spine Gilman or another copy of itself. That's kind of cool, because when you summon it, it essentially is just a level 5 synchro right away via the Spine Gilman. It's really good, because Deep Sea Diva is a tuner monster. So really, really good card. Really, really cool deck. It utilizes all those good stuff. Dark cards, Caius, Dad, Mali, Dark Refer, Armageddon Knight, Necro Gardna. It's got the Card Trooper, the Gores, the Sangin, all that kind of good stuff cards, man. Basically, like, it's like Teledad, but like you're not playing the teleports, you're playing Deep Sea Divas. This is literally like almost just a Teledad skeleton A lot of decks in this format that are synchro oriented, that play the dark cards, are very just reminiscent to the Dark Arm Dragons, Teledad decks of the 2008, 2009 formats. So really cool. It's one of my favorite decks of all time. I love Teledad format. It's one of my favorite formats of all time. I always have my Teledad deck in my backpack when I go anywhere and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Just in the off chance someone there will have a deck too to play with, because man, I can play that format nonstop. But yeah, cool deck. Very cool deck. In this deck, a star that outshines like no other is this card right here, Future Fusion. Future Fusion is probably the most powerful card in Edison, outside of Brain Control and Dark Arm Dragon and Absolute Zero. But Future Fusion is a top 5 power card in this format. If this card resolves, you pretty much win the game with decks that play it, especially if you're playing machine strategies. That's just, you're cooking. You're cooking. Sona's here. What's up, Sona? How's it going? But this is a cool deck. Really cool deck. Really, really cool deck. And then we've also got another Diva Heroes, just with a couple different card choices, but still great deck. Love it. Love to see it. Okay, so that's going to be all the decks for that one. But honestly, I think this, just those deck lists right there give a very good snapshot of what Edison is. That really showcases a lot of the diversity that there is in this in the game back then. Obviously, there were some decks that were, you know, represented in multiple times, you know, Blackwing and Vayu, and that's just typical. Those are the big dogs. You know, the big dogs are going to be those two decks. And then it's going to be kind of like all these frog decks, hero decks, gladiator beasts, machinas, gadgets. They're all fighting in that next like mid ground. And then you've got like some of these other really cool decks like Lightsworns and Zombie Synchros, Frog Monarchs. They're going to be in that next row down below. And then there's a lot of decks also in that one that could fit in. I just can't remember them all. But there's just so many decks. There's a good 30 decks that are just like viable in this format. You can just pick up and take to a tournament and just like win it. Like you cannot say that about modern Yu-Gi-Oh at all, you know. And I'm not here to like preach and diss modern Yu-Gi-Oh and say quit modern Yu-Gi-Oh, because I love modern Yu-Gi-Oh. I play it all the time. And premise of my content on my channel is modern Yu-Gi-Oh. But I do love Time Wizard a lot, and I play it a lot. I actually play Edison more than anything in Yu-Gi-Oh. I will admit to that. I love Edison a lot. So this is a really good representation of stuff. One other thing we can look at here is the RBET Indianapolis. So this is the national championship that took place next door to the Konami's national. We can take a look at some of these decks as well, because I'm sure there's going to be something a little different in here. There's another Vayu Turbo deck, very standard. This is a very standardized deck list that almost always will be the like identical skeleton for this main deck. The real only big thing that changes in Vayu Turbo's lists for players is, do they main deck Devastation, or do they main deck Royal Oppression, or they just do 1 and 1? Do they play 3 Kaiases or 2 Kaiases? Do they play 3 Greffers or 2 Greffers? Do they play Chaos Sorcerer or no Chaos Sorcerer? Do they play Charge of the Light Brigade with a Lila, or none of that stuff? Like, this exact list right here though is a actual like quote unquote like named deck. It's called the Sizzle 41. It's a player who won with it and has topped with it like a bajillion times at premier events. So this is kind of like just the cookie cutter version of how to play this deck. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, this one is one of my favorites. This is my second favorite deck of all time in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lightsworns. I love this deck. I play this deck all the time. I actually, before I left Utah, I was playing this deck quite a lot at Edison Locals. I won 4 weeks straight, undefeated with Lightsworns. Just absolutely drawing like no tomorrow. This is a deck that can brick so badly. Lightsworns is a deck that like you either draw good or you draw bad. There's not a lot of middle ground with Lightsworn. Your hand is either good and it works and it's moving, and it's just like kind of like the Gladiator Beast. You got that engine rolling and it's impossible to beat. Light Sworns is a deck that, unless you can floodgate them, is impossible to beat when it has the train is running down the tracks. It is literally impossible to beat this deck if you can't floodgate it. This deck doesn't care about 1-for-1 trades. This deck has incremental card advantage through the roof via Solar Recharge, Charges Light Brigade, Card Trooper. Every Light Sworn is card advantage. You have protection with Arcus, summoning abilities with Lumina, back row removal, monster removal, field removal, defense removal, draw power, and then you have Trudgeman Dragon, which destroys everything on the field except itself for 1,000 measly life points. Just a great deck. This is exactly how I play Light Sworn. Honestly, this is like almost identical to my list card for card, except I don't play 2 Arcuses. I only play 1. I play a Chaos Sorcerer. I play 3 Raikos in my deck. I do play the triple Raiko. I love this card a lot. But otherwise, this is identical to how I play Light Sworns, like almost card for card. This is the best way to play it. There's no need to like add in so much extra stuff or diverge from like what works. This is just like the best way to play Light Sworns in this time of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like hands down. It's the best way to do it. Low to the ground, get your combos rolling, stop your opponent from attacking you, discard your hand, sculpt it back up how you want, boom, go for game. You cold wave them, good old cool wave, and you're just going into the hills, man. It's great stuff. Love it. I got on the Value Turbo deck. Don't need to look at that. Here's another Deep Sea Diva hero strategy. This time electing to play triple Caius instead of 2. Kind of neat. I like that. I like that a lot. A little bit of a brick potential though. You have a lot of high-level monsters here. That's 5 high-level monsters is very high brick potential with a 41 card deck, but not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. What else we got here? Value Turbo. Yeah, I'm telling you, you'll see these decks all the time. Ooh, here we go. This is a cool one. Is that the Sphere of Chaos card? It's the Death Star. This is interesting. This is a actually, I want to pull up this specific card. Let me refresh Dueling Book real quick. I want to pull this specific card up called Sphere of Chaos. This is not a common card. You show this card to an Edison player, and I guarantee you hardly any will know this card. This is a really cool card though. It's a level 5 Dark Machine monster. While this card is face up on the field, its attribute is also light. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. It's kind of neat. When this card is tribute summoned, you can add 1 level 3 monster from your deck to your hand. That's what's really cool about this card, is being able to search. This deck, like, you can get access to your frogs. You can get access to Junk Synchron is going to be your primary target here. Junk Synchron is just a really cool card. This is my favorite tuner in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll admit it. This is my favorite tuner ever made in the history of the game. It's just Junk Synchron, the classic. Junk Synchron. This card is so cool. When this card is normal summon, you can target a level 2 or lower monster and special summon into defense position. Such a good card. Instant level 5 synchro or just climbing into other synchros. But this is a really good deck. It utilizes Ultimate Offering. That's how you're going to actually utilize the effects of Sphere of Chaos, because it is a level 5. But they are playing the triple Caiuses as well. They also have Tragodia. Tragodia is a really good card to combo in with synchro decks. Tragodia is another hand trap. Tragodia you can special summon anytime you take damage. It could be effect damage or battle damage. And you special summon it. And its attack and defense will be equal to the amount of cards in your hand times 600. And once per turn, you can discard a monster and then take control of a monster on your opponent's field that's equal to the level of the card you discarded. So it's literally just like non-stop brain controls, and you get to keep them. It's very, very nasty card. Very nasty card. You play the triple Reckless Greed, triple Upstart as well, so you have draw power. So you could sit there and just kind of like stall out a little bit with some frogs, draw a bunch of stuff, and then once your opponent cracks through, you can drop a Trag with like 4,000 attack or something. Start taking control of the game, discarding these extra cards, utilizing Ultimate Offering to just go ham and normal summon these, banish some dudes, search these, special summon. You can just OTK with Ultimate Offering and Spheres of Chaos. It's really cool. It's a cool deck. I've seen this deck played before. I've actually played versions of this deck before. I really like it. It's not a good deck by any means in terms of like you can win all the time with it. It's very, very hyper specific, and it really needs to perform. But when this deck can draw and perform, it's really cool. Really cool. And that's kind of like one of the hallmarks of Edison, is that a lot of the decks are just really cool. They don't always work, but man, when they work, it just feels like the coolest thing, dude. Feels like the coolest thing ever. It's a really, 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 really cool deck. We got Vayu Turbo again. This is the Sizzle 41. Eric Shen himself, actually. Here's good old Frog Monarchs, man. Tried and true. Playing the whole Monarch package. We're just missing, the only good Monarch that we're missing here is Zaborg, but Zaborg doesn't get played past like 2006. Once Ryza comes out, it's just Ryza and Thestalos, and then when Caius comes out, it's just all bets are off. Caius is like the god card. Caius is the best Monarch ever made by far. Just ridiculous card. But yeah, you got the Frog package obviously to get in, so you can set up the board. You can just do some cool stuff with Dupe Frog. Swap Frog is a cool card as well because it can grant you additional normal summons. That's really, really fun with like bouncing back your Monarchs as well, because the Swap Frog can bounce back any monster you control to get a normal summon for a water monster. You don't have to take the normal summon, but you can bounce the monsters back. So it's really cool to be able to like recycle a Ryza, recycle a Caius, and just keep like pushing dead cards to the top of your opponent's deck every turn with Ryzas, or ripping cards out of their hand with the Stalos multiple times, right? Just really, really good. Also, you have the classic cards for Frog Monarchs, which is Enemy Controller and Soul Exchange. Enemy Controller is really, really good in tandem with Treeborn Frog. When Treeborn Frog's in the graveyard and you control no spell and traps, he can special summon himself from the grave to the field. And then you can just, in the standby phase, you do that. Then you can just use Enemy Controller to tribute it, take control of your opponent's monsters, and then resummon Treeborn Frog right back because you're still in the standby phase. Then you can go to main phase Soul Exchange to take your opponent's monsters and control the game with this guy, Light and Darkness Dragon. This card is really, really good. While this card is on the field, every time a card is activated, it's negated. And then this card will lose 500 attack. It's mandatory. This effect is mandatory. And it's once per chain. You can't sit there and just like stack card effects to make it go to 0. That is one of the ways to out this card, is you can force it by just like activating just like a card, and then you can just chain Book of Moon and just flip it down. But yeah, Light and Darkness Dragon's really, really good. Just control the game. It's got 2,800 attack, which is a massive attack stat in Edison. There are like almost no cards in the format that can contest that. Very, very few monsters actually have that attack stat. So it's very, very good. Plus, like I said, just endless negate. This is your Chaz. This is literally Chaz's boss monster from the manga as well. This is your, if you want to jazz it up right now, Miguel, this is the way to do it. Summoning the Light and Darkness Dragon himself. Very, very powerful card. And then when this card is destroyed, you can special summon a monster from your graveyard. It does nuke the rest of your field though, but then you can special summon a monster. It's really cool. But fun deck, you know, it's got like cheeky cards like Battle Fader. When your opponent attacks directly, you just summon Battle Fader and it ends the battle phase. So they do no damage to you, and you get to start your turn with a monster to tribute for like a Ryza or a Caius or something. So it's just a good deck. It's really cool. Captain Trips, one of our Patreon supporters, this is his favorite deck ever. He loves Frog decks, Frog Monarchs. He loves this deck. We've got another Vayu Turbo deck here. Another Vayu Turbo deck here. Frog Hero. So this is we saw one of these in the other tournament report. Again, it's just a really good deck. You know, just being able to couple the two of the best engines with also Monarchs as well. You don't really see Ryzas all the time with a deck like this. It's usually just the Caius, but you can play the Ryzas. I would say to play the Ryzas. Like, Ryza is just a good Yu-Gi-Oh card. If you're going to be playing Monarchs, you might as well throw at least one Ryza in your deck. Might as well. Might as well. So, really cool deck. Another Vayu Turbo. Black Wings. Yep. Black Wings. Yeah, these are just yeah. Vayu Turbo. I think you understand the point that those two decks are just the most represented. And it's not just that they're like quote unquote the best decks in the room, you know. I use air quotes for this because there's a lot of decks you can consider to be the best deck in Edison. The reason these decks just do so well is because they convert really well. They're not very easy to just sit down and beat. They do have silver bullets though. There is a card in this format called Consecrated Light. It's just a little level 1 light monster with 0 attack. But while it's face up, you can't summon dark monsters or activate the effects of dark monsters. So it just literally, like, you can just normal summon it against a deck like this, and their only out is spell and traps, or like a Raikou, or like summoning Card Trooper. That's it. Otherwise, it's like their entire deck is dark, right? So Consecrated Light it can be pretty nasty. But otherwise, these decks should just do really well. They're good. They play a lot of the best cards in the format, like Royal Oppression, Deck Devastation Virus. They also have really powerful just engine cards like Dark Grepher, Armageddon Knight, obviously Shura, Black Whirlwind for the Black Wings. They're consistent at what they do. They can brick like every other deck can in this format. This is a very brick heavy format. No deck in this format is just like so consistent where it'll never brick, like decks in modern Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, this is a format where like bricking is really just very, very common. It's not uncommon to brick at all. Very, very common. We've got a ritual deck. This is a demise deck. This is a take on a deck from 2008 called Demise OTK, but they take it to the next level and they make it kind of like a fairy beatdown deck at the same time, adding in stuff like Soul of Purity of Light, the Sky Scourge, the Heralds for some control for negating monster effects, and then you have good old Archlord Christia in there as well. You got the advanced ritual art using the Dunamis from the deck to be able to special summon the Queen or King of Armageddon. King of Armageddon is it's like Judgment Dragon from Light Sworns. But instead of 1,000, you pay 2,000 life to destroy all the cards on the field. So it's a little more of a hefty cost, but yeah, this was Demise was a very powerful deck in 2008. You would honestly, when you look at it, it seemed like pretty bizarre. Because it's just like a bunch of like vanilla monsters and insect cards, but this one is just all fairies, which is great because it even works really well with the Manjus and the Senjus. So it's just a good deck. You got the Snipe Hunter there for just some like extra kind of removal. The trade-in, so you can draw cards, discarding these bricks. You know, it's just good. It's a cool deck. Also, like, doesn't play any traps outside of a Decree package, and then the one Treacherous Trap Hole for some monster removal. So, cool deck. I wouldn't play it myself. Archlord Christia is my least favorite card in the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh! I am not a fan of this Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. If there's ever a way for you to get on my bad side for, not forever, but just for like that game, summon an Archlord Christia on me and I will definitely get a frown on my face. I do not like this card at all. But yeah, this is the decks from this one. So a lot of great stuff here. A lot of just great represent. Honestly, it's a really great spread. Those two tournaments really show a really good picture of what Edison has to offer. So I actually really like that a lot. Really like that a lot. All right, so now I need Jazz here to teach me how to play this Gigavice deck real quick before we go over to Discord and play some Edison on our in the server. If I can connect to Dueling Book. If I can connect to Dueling Book. If I can connect to Dueling Book. There we go. If you want to, if you want, yeah, you can just kind of like show me, like walk me through like the hands, I guess, like kind of show me like what kind of cards I should be going for, because I don't know what every card does. I guess let me just quickly read some of them. Copy plant. So once per turn, you can target one other plant monster on the field that has a level. This card's level becomes that monster's current level. Dandelion, I know this one. Gigaplant, I know this one. Lone Fire, no. Nettles. If this face-up card be destroyed, I don't think you use that effect. It's really just because it's a level 2 plant tuner. Sangin, T-Dog, what's up? We got Chris, Titanial. I know that card. DDR. Foolish. Yep. Hidden Armory to get the equips. You got the Mark of the Rose, which is a snatch steal. And you have Supervise, which is a card you equip to a Gemini type monster so it can Gemini summon it. Super Solar Nutrient. Okay, what is this one? Activate this card by attributing a level 2 or lower plant monster. Special summon one plant type monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the level attributed monster had on the field +3. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. Special summon one plant monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the level attributed monster had on the field +3. Is this just get Gigavice? Is that what it's for? Like you tribute like a Dandelion or whatever to get Gigaplant out, or what do you tribute with this? Oh, it's a level 2 or lower, so it's going to be Copy Plant or Nettles. Or a Dandelion token, the fluff tokens. You can tribute the tokens, yeah? Where do you want me to join? Just hop into the... Here, I'll hop into a voice chat and you can just hop in there with me.
All right, you can hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Chat, can you hear Jazz good as well? Here's talk, say some stuff.
All right, I was like, I didn't want to interrupt. Let me see if I can even hear myself.
Yeah, you're good. Plenty loud.
Oh, yep, they can definitely hear me. I can hear myself. All right, so let me turn your stream back on. So the big thing you want to do with the deck, just jump out of there for 2 seconds. I'm gonna host a duel in Edison.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna run through a hand for you. I'll show you the basic, like, 2 big combos you want there.
Okay.
Should just be as Jazz Fan 212.
Where is it at?
Go to Duel Room.
Yep.
Then scroll 1 over. It'll say Edison format, and then you should see my name.
Oh yeah, there we go. That contains. Oh, it's giving me X Sabers. Gigabytes. Okay. Okay. Joining in.
Right, there you are. Cool. So doesn't matter what we pick. Let me go first because I have Gigabytes on too.
Yeah, smash that like button, chat. Let's go. Smash it up. Let's get to 20 likes tonight again. Come on.
We're just gonna sculpt a hand real quick here.
Sure.
I opened up like 3 of the most broken cards in the deck too. Just it doesn't even matter what my 6th card is. All right. So your most basic 2-card combo, or actually I'll do this, is going to be your Lone Fire and your Gigavice. So if I open up Lone Fire, you're going to use it. If you're going first, what you always want to do is only go through 1 Lone Fire.
So 1.
Yes. Going first is always 1.
Okay, so I'll special summon the other one. I'll just mirror as much as I can. Okay.
Yep. So you'll summon your Gigaplant off your first one.
Oh, so this one doesn't get used. Okay, so back to the deck.
Yes,
So first Lone Fire gets Gigavice. Gigaplant.
Yes, because game 2 you'll go to 2 because people will side in DD Crow.
That's true.
And Gigaplant doesn't target. So you'll use your Gigaplant's effect.
Okay. And then special summon back Lone Fire.
Yep.
Okay.
Then Lone Fire to the grave to summon Copy Plant.
Copy Plant. And then are we going to synchro here into Power Tool?
Yes, you'll synchro to Power Tool.
Power Tool it up. Okay.
And then you'll use Supervise's effect to special summon Gigaplant back from the graveyard.
That's just when it leaves the field?
Yes.
This face-up card from the field to the grave, target a normal monster in a grave spell. That's so good. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Okay. Okay.
Then we'll just... So then when Power Tool resolves, the joke is 66% equals 100, so just add another supervise to your hand because it'll be either
Okay.
supervise or mark of the rose.
Sure. And then we're gonna
And
equip
then
again.
depending on how you want the combo to go, from here you can either Gigaplant to either bring back Copy Plant. Most people are gonna bring back the Lone Fire
Okay.
and end on Titanial here. This is your most basic end board.
Okay.
Alternatively, and this is a big alternatively, if you didn't
Yes,
go
it is.
Titanial here,
Uh-huh.
you go Nettles
Okay. And Synchro into Stardust.
into Stardust.
Okay. In defense specifically?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. If you're worried about Abs Zero, you'll bring it out in defense because you don't want
Okay.
Ab Zero crashing into it.
Yep.
Summon your key plant, and at this point, you still have 4 cards in your hand to play.
Yep.
So you can go like Miracle Fertilizer, bring back Lone Fire,
Yeah.
you know, Hidden Armory for your last supervise. But ultimately, your whole deck revolves around resolving supervise multiple times.
So you basically want to go through all 3 in the first turn.
If you can. A lot of the times you'll only see 1. And that's when you'll pivot into like a Titanial stall strat. Because if Gigaplant sticks around for 2 turns, it's just over.
Got you. Okay.
And it just like gets even more and more degenerate as the game goes on because Gigaplant alone will create so much advantage it's almost impossible to push through.
Oh, okay.
Let's just do. And then the other really basic combo that you'll want to look for is your, and you can just grab your Lone Fire and 2 Supervises from your graveyard for this one.
Okay.
This is your Colossal Fighter Armory Arm combo. And the only way to do it is if you have Lone Fire and access to 2 Supervises.
Okay, so I have Lone Fire as my normal summon.
Yep. So Lone Fire will be your normal.
Okay.
Then you'll, same basic thing, you'll get your Gigaplant out.
Gigaplant, okay.
Supervise.
Supervise.
Yep.
Summon
use its
back
effect
Lone
to
Fire.
Summon Lone Fire. Let me put this back. Except here, you're going to tribute the Lone Fire.
Yep.
And you're going to get out Nettles.
Nettles. When do we ever go into Dandelion in any of these plays?
No, Dandelion is gives you access to the Super Solar Nutrient, which is
Oh, so it's just there to distribute the fluff tokens?
Yep, or to give Titanial fodder.
Got it. Okay.
So then you'll synchro into your Colossal Fighter.
Yep. And we'll just leave Gigaplant up so he comes back.
Yep. So you'll summon your Gigaplant back. Activate your second Supervise.
So this is predicated on you had to have hard drawn 2 of these.
Not hard draw because you have hidden
Or
armory.
just hidden armory
to
as well.
switch
Yeah.
them.
Okay. Yeah.
Then you'll bring out your Lone Fire.
Yep.
This one will go out
Kill.
or this one you'll tribute the Gigaplant for. I apologize. You'll actually tribute
sure.
the Gigaplant for this Lone Fire.
Okay. Okay.
To summon a Copy Plant.
And then it'll just come back to the field, right?
Yep. And then these 2 go for your Armory Arm.
And then equip the Colossal.
Yep, then you equip it to your opponent's monster and just start ramming Colossal into it.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, so there's a lot that you can do. Like where you'll see Dandelion has like a ton of value is if you open like Foolish Super Solar and 1 Supervise, because at that point you can pivot into a like Stardust Titanial Gigaplant plus like Brio play.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, that's what the deck does, albeit it's super bricky, which everybody knows.
Okay.
But that is the premise of the deck, is you will generate so many resources turn 1 or 2 that your opponent just cannot catch up.
So now, if let me just like draw a hand. Oops. And just kind of like grab random cards together and see like what does it look like? Isn't there like a redraw hand command in this? Like you just shuffle your hand back?
Not in an actual game.
Okay. But chat real quickly though, I know this, if you just look at this, there's like a lot of like steps and a lot of like combo things going on. This is a very not common part of Edison. Our decks like this, there's very few decks that are like this, that are just like balls to the wall, want to just play all their stuff and just kind of emulate a more modern Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Most of the decks in Edison are gonna be like, you summon a normal monster, you summon a monster, set a couple cards, pass. That's like 9 times out of 10, that's what Edison is about on the first turn. But there are decks where you can have more going for it. Typically the frog stuff is going to be the ones that are doing a lot of steps, like summoning like 30 freaking monsters kind of thing. But they're all also there's this Gigavice deck, there's the other plant synchro decks, there's stuff like the Blue Eyes White Dragon Disaster Dragon deck, which will just summon out a crap ton of cards. Like there's stuff like that. But they're not the like best decks kind of thing.
So nuts. Your hand is so nuts.
Okay, so I hard drew Supervise, Gold Sark, Dandelion here. So when going first, you just pretty much always want to like set up that board. There's not any times where you just want to like Phoenix Wing pass or like set Dandelion Phoenix Wing pass. You just want to like go off. I mean, I guess there's no really reason not to, because you can't be punished.
Yes, exactly. If you
DD Crow is really only going to be the thing that can punish you.
Yep. So you've drawn your basic combo already.
So this is going to be Lone Fire into Gigaplant. Into Supervise to special summon back Lone Fire to special summon out the...
So you already have the copy plant in your hand, so you'll special summon the copy plant right here.
This is from hand or graveyard? Yes, it is. Yes. It's Ill Blood. Okay. And then this just becomes Power Tool with a resummon of Gigaplant.
Yep.
And then this is, you just choose 3 equip spells, and they can be the same ones. So you can choose Supervise and like 1 Mark of the Rose.
So right here, what I would pick is I would go 2 Supervise.
Oh, you have I have Gold Sark for DDR.
Yep.
Because I could Gold Sark out like Titanial, you know? Yeah. Would I Gold Sark out Titanial in this situation? If I got DDR?
Hit close where it says viewing deck, actually.
Yeah.
Hover over Power Tool Dragon, it'll say resolve effect over it.
Oh, okay.
And then you can pick, it'll say choose, and it'll randomly pick one.
Oh, that's neat. So 1. Oh, I have to click it. 1, 2. Oh, it's not doing it. Where is DDR? Okay, so I got Supervise, DDR. And I got DDR. So here I would Gold Sark.
Yep. And you either Gold Sark Lone Fire here, because you have the Dandelion in your hand.
Right.
And then you can still get the Titanial.
So if I do that, I do Lone Fire, and then we go Lone Fire effect.
Yep, Lone Fire effect.
Does he bring out Titanial?
Well, you'll discard your Dandelion with DDR to bring it back.
Oh yeah, for the to get the Lone Fire.
For the Gold Sark. And then you'll Lone Fire effect tribute a Dandelion token.
And I've got 2 tokens here. Yep. To summon Titanial.
Yep.
And then would I tribute off the Lone Fire for
At this point, you're locked.
Just sit
to
here
this board
because this is
Yes.
once per turn effect. Okay, yeah, cool. Not bad.
With no, I mean you've got 4 negates with Titanial in a format
Yeah.
that has a ton of targeting.
Yeah, and also 3 just really big monsters. So this is like one of the most powerful cards for anything that plays plants in the format, chat. This is Titanial, Princess of Camellias. Anytime a card or effect is activated that targets cards on the field, it could be monsters, spells, traps, doesn't matter. You can negate it by tributing a plant you control, including itself, and then destroy it. Not once per turn, or once per chain either. So you can like just keep, you can just like, this card's nasty. This card is always a problem card. So you have to get rid of.
And what the
Yeah,
worst part
this
about
card with Stardust at the
somebody
same
dealing with
time
that
is
too-
nasty. What's that?
And, oh, I was saying what the worst part about somebody trying to deal with this field is there's 4 threats on the field that they have to actively deal with. Because if they leave
Yeah.
the Lone Fire, then
That becomes a
and
monster.
deal with that becomes a monster. If they don't deal with Power Tool, then you have access to your last Supervise, a Mark of the Rose, or something else.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't deal with Titanial, then they can't target anything, but that leaves the Gigaplant and the Lone Fire. So
Mm-hmm.
you just they have to do so much to get through this.
Yeah, it's good.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's very, very good. It is a very, very just crazy setup. Like, honestly, a really, really crazy setup.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let's try another hand. To see if I get a hand that's like just not good. Kind of see like what we can do. 2 extra. I wish there was like a just reset the game command on here.
What you can do, so we can exit this game, and if you go to solo, so I'll just hit quit on your side too.
Oh, there's a solo mode now? Well, that's cool. I haven't been on Dueling Book in like a decade.
Yeah.
It looks so different now. So where's solo?
So where it says host a duel and it says format, just switch that to solo.
Oh, okay. Solo mode. Oh, wow. Okay. Host duel. And just by myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got Gold Sark, Foolish, Copy Plant, Phoenix Wing, DDR. So this is Gold Sark for Lone Fire Blossom. Right?
Your stream's a little behind, but I can see. So let me see what you got going on first. Draw your 6th card, because I can't see it.
Oh, I didn't even draw it because I'm just used to Modern for the last couple days.
Oh, and your next card's a Supervise, so...
No, I got
you
Sangin.
got full comp. So that top left card would have been your next card that you drew. So you got Sangin. Okay. So yeah, right here I would probably Gold Sark for...
Lone Fire, yeah?
Probably for Lone Fire. Yeah. Because this would be a Titanial play. Then you would DDR, discard the Copy Plant.
I wouldn't Foolish Lone Fire Blossom? Or, not Foolish Dandelion?
You would Foolish Dandelion here. But
Okay.
you need to get the Lone Fire onto the board.
So Lone Fire special, then tribute for Titanial.
Yeah, then tribute a token for Titanial.
Yep, that's right. The tokens. So Foolish Burial to send out our Dandelion and to grave, and then special summon 2 tokens.
Yeah, or you can just leave the
token.
Dandelion, or you can just leave the Lone Fire in attack mode because DDR summons it in attack, and leave a token out there with the Titanial.
So we just do this. Set Phoenix Wing pass.
Yep.
Okay.
So now you've got Titania with multiple negates, a Phoenix Wing to defend your Lone Fire, and then next turn
Okay.
you've basically got full combo. Because if you protect the Lone Fire, you've got access to Gigaplant with a special summon because you haven't normal summoned yet.
Okay. Ooh, what about a hand like this? Just sang and pass.
That almost never happens. I don't in the one that I sent you that I play, I don't play the deck like this. This is more of the turbo build.
Okay.
I tend to play it a little more picky and choosy. I mean, this would be a Sangan Pass hand for sure.
Okay. Ron, thank you so much for subscribing and joining the Devastator Squad. Appreciate that. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, this would just be one of the hands you would play slow. I fire Hidden Armory right away for whatever I think is going to come up.
So
so
send the
generally
top
right here,
card, mill one, and then what would you do? Get DDR or Mark of the Rose?
I'd probably grab Mark of the Rose here because we have a Nettles in hand. Just an in-archetype brain control.
But you have to banish them from the grave, right? And then they go back to them at the end of the turn.
Yep, and then you just set Mirror Force Pass because you can't summon the turn Hidden Armory's used.
Correct. Okay. All right, try another hand.
So then you just kind of play it slow. But the Sangan gets you Lone Fire, which gives you Colossal Fighter Armory Arm. Or you can go like... You can also do the line with like Black Rose to... Black Rose, summon back the Gigaplant off Supervised, use the second Supervised to get Lone Fire, tribute to summon Titanial.
Yeah. Okay, so here we've got...
that hand's nuts too.
We Upstart, Gold Sark, and I think here we would banish the Lone Fire again.
Yep.
Always want to start with this guy. And then we can Hidden Armory to search DDR. And then we would use Hidden Armory again.
Yep, for a second Supervise.
Supervise to hand. And then we'll go DDR, discard Mark of the Rose.
Yeah, I'd probably
Special.
discard Mark here.
Special this guy back. And then we tribute for Gigaplant. Gigaplant.
Yep.
Supervise, so Gemini summon it. Special summon back the Lone Fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lone Fire effect to bring out the Nettles. Or no, copy plant.
Yep. It's up to you because you have two Supervises. So the Nettles route will end you on Gigaplant, Titanial, Stardust Dragon with a Mirror Force set.
Yep.
And the other one you can either end Power Tool Stardust Gigaplant or Titanial Power Tool Gigaplant. It's that point it's up to you.
Wow, what do you think is just the most like safest board to go for? Like just blind. You don't know what your opponent's playing. Would you generally go for like the line that has Stardust on the board, or would you prefer Titanial is more important?
It would depend on like how safe I feel. So I would I'd probably go Power Tool Defense Mode, summon Titanial, because nobody's playing Lightning Vortex.
Sure.
So the only thing you're scared of is Ab-Zero, which generally doesn't hit the board turn one.
And we have Mirror Force anyways.
Mm-hmm. And then you can just pop off the next turn and just make your Stardust then.
Sure. Okay.
But if you've got like a crazy cracked hand, like if you've got Foolish, Super Solar, plus a Supervise access, and like a Miracle Fertilizer, you'll fill up your whole board. You'll go like Titanial, Gigaplant, Double Power Tools, Stardust Dragon, and it'll just stick.
So how does the Super Solar Nutrient work? You tribute the Dandelion token, and then...
You summon Lone Fire Blossom off of it.
Special summon from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the level tributed. Oh, so less than or equal to. So +3. So it can be either level 3 or level 4 to... Okay, got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's just Lone Fire access.
That's cool.
Sometimes
That's
it comes
really
up
cool.
where you'll want to get like Nettles with it, but it's rare.
Oh, I see it, dude. It's nice. Picture looks great, Miguel. I love it.
Nice, Miguel.
Looking good.
But yeah, this is Gigaplant 101. But then you get into the game states where it's like, because you have a full extra deck. You can Mistworm, Brio, Goyo. So you summon Goyo by getting a Lone Fire and a Copy Plant, using the Copy Plant to copy a Lone Fire and synchro into Goyo Guardian.
What are the situations with this guy, with Black Brute Drago? When does this card come up?
So that card I don't generally use, but it comes up when you're kind of in like a stuck game state, because it's a big beater, and when it dies, it summons Gigaplant back with its effect.
Yep.
So a lot of people will just not touch the card because they don't want Gigaplant to come back.
Yep. Okay, that's pretty good.
Or like, say somebody has a start, like a lot of people will use it against Judgment Dragon, and they'll just ram it into Judgment Dragon.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, they crash.
Yep, you crash, summon back your Gigaplant, and just do plant things.
True. Okay.
But yeah, the most common combo you'll see will be the single supervised one where Titanial, either Stardust Dragon Titanial or Power Tool Titanial Gigaplant. And the other one will be your Colossal Fighter combo.
Now walk me through this other deck. Milvise you sent me. What's the...
Oh, that's just what I have it. That's just what I have it named.
Okay.
It used to be a Lightsworn Gigaplant deck.
Got it. So I see we've got Damage Condenser in here. We've got Exodia in here.
Yes. So looking at the deck itself, it very much has the same premise, but it gets there a few different ways. So I like the Threatening Roars because it insulates plays.
Yep.
And will allow something like your Titanial to survive Colossal Fighter crashes.
Yep.
Exodius is in there specifically for one reason. There's situations where you'll get into where you have access to a Lone Fire but nothing in your deck. You can shuffle everything back into your deck. After you summon that Lone Fire Blossom, summon him and redo your combo, because it'll shuffle back your whole extra deck too.
Yeah, that's cool.
And when he attacks, he sends a card from your deck to the graveyard. So he can also send Lone Fire, Dandelion, anything like that if you have a stuck hand.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
So this is the version I like to play personally. The other version is more consistent with hitting that crazy combo, but this one I think plays through threats more.
Damage Condenser. When you take battle damage, discard one card, special summon a monster from your deck with attack less than or equal to the battle damage you took in attack position. That's cool.
Yep. So you just set it turn 1 if you don't have like Lone Fire access. Because a lot of times what'll happen, you'll have like a Dandelion in hand and a Damage Condenser. So Vayu will just like go summon Armageddon, send Plague, attack with Armageddon Knight. You'll go, okay, Damage Condenser, send Dandelion, summon Lone Fire, token, draw for turn. And then you're just like, okay, I can do whatever I want.
Should I try and play with this deck?
It's totally up to you. The other one, like I said, will be more consistent. If you want to have a little more defensive options, this one would be the one to go with.
So I should host a game real quick. How do I host? Host duel.
So, yep. Host a duel, Edison format. And host.
Try a practice duel? With who? With you?
Yeah, Miguel.
With Miguel?
Yeah, this is my bread and butter. This is what I won my pod at YCS Vegas with.
Oh, okay. Dominic, welcome in.
I would cold fish it a bit. Yeah, except the version I played there played double Lava Golem and
Oh, lava golem.
Yeah, because the idea behind it.
Yeah, got Gigavice in the call, man. Yep.
No, no, I'm definitely not Dionysus. Him and I don't like each other very much. But yeah, the idea behind the lava golem was essentially because I
No
have Mark of
game.
the Ram, and you don't normal summon a whole lot anyway.
Do you want to just play me? There's no one joining this.
Yeah, I'll play you. What do we want to do? You don't want to
Big
do a
fan?
match. Let's just play Vayu. That's what I have. Oh, I gotta turn your stream off because I want to see what you have in your hand. Minimize.
Okay. I'm gonna go first.
Vayu has such a terrible matchup in the Gigaplanet too, by the way.
Okay, so my hand is terrible. Yeah. I can't do anything. Still have Rhoda though. I was waiting. See, I probably should wait because of the Rhoda. Get rid of the hamster.
You want to get rid of the hamster even though I have Rhoda?
Oh yeah, that was Sirocco, right? Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that. That was the only dark monster in your hand, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We still Rhoda here, but we get Armageddon.
Rhoda is such a good card. So, what deck have you been liking the most? Like, what's the deck you're gonna be like rocking for? You're testing for Aurora, right? Arbet.
Yeah, I'm going to Aurora. Brandon and I are actually testing Rock Stun right now. It's got about an
Rock
80%
Stun?
win rate. Yeah, it's got about an 80% win rate against the meta.
That's crazy. So
yeah, it's the dumbest thing I've ever like seen played, but it's just so good because nobody preps for it. Let's see how bad the hand really is.
it's really bad.
Oh, this helps you actually. Oh, if we can take a plan back.
Dominic says they're in the lab working on a dark monster mash list. Ooh,
Dark Monster Mash is good.
That's the stuff with like Sky Scourge, Norellis, and Phantom of Chaos, Dark Creator, things like that, right?
That's generally what it plays. Well, not always Norlaris. Dark Monster Mash has a few different ways it can be played.
Okay.
Oh. Poke. We both know what each other have. Oh.
Gold Sark.
Alone. Yep,
I mean,
use Gold Sark for Lone Fire.
Yeah. And then just pass.
Yeah, except you
Just
got
pray.
Phoenix Wing with Titanial in hand, so if you see a Miracle Fertilizer, you can Titanial and Miracle Fert it back.
Yep. Not bad. Does Jazz call him Branded Fusion? Who do you call Branded Fusion?
I don't call anybody Branded Fusion. I don't even know what that card does.
Branded Fusion? It's a fusion spell. Lets you use your deck for the materials.
Seems broken.
Specifically for like monsters that summon with Fallen of Albaz. So it's the brand for the branded deck. Ooh, it's a good card. Foolish Burial. So
Here we go.
probably just do Dandelion. Yeah, to get the tokens. There's nothing else I need because I'm getting the Lone Fire next turn.
I would almost hold it.
Oh, until next turn, so I have the tokens.
Yep.
Okay. Now it's pass.
Because you know all I have. Yeah, because you know all I have is a Raikou.
Yeah, true. That's
Not
awesome.
part of that one.
That's a beautiful card. Witch of the Black Rose Ultimate. Sick. And they're French too. I'll chain it.
Oh my
Bounce
God,
this one. Yep.
Lose. I just lose because you have a full combo in hand. There's nothing I can do. I have to kind of pray that this hits. Something.
Allure into Caius.
Oh God, none of this helps.
Gale, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Eat this 200.
200. Take it. We'll take it.
And you know what my face on is because you saw my hand.
Okay, we get this card to hand. And then we will go upstart for Sangan. Not what I need.
Yep. And now you do your foolish dandy.
Foolish.
Fire.
And then we tribute the token?
Yep, you tribute the token.
Why not? And then it's going to be Gigavice.
Get your second Lone Fire here because you're not tributing the first Lone Fire.
True. So Lone Fire into Lone Fire. Lone Fire tribute the other token? Or tribute the first Lone Fire.
Yeah, you'll tribute the first Lone Fire.
Yeah, my life is low anyways. That monster's a 500. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gigavice here. Or Gigaplant.
Mm-hmm.
And then we supervise it.
Yep.
Special summon back Lone Fire.
Yep.
Yes, Lexus. Allure to Stalos. So we special summon Lone Fire here. And then tribute Lone Fire for...
Right here, because you know I have Mirror Force, you go Nettles.
Nettles. And then Synchro for Stardust. And then special summon back Gigaplant. Cool. And then we just go battle phase. Attack.
Yep, and I have to do this.
We negate with Stardust. 24 hits, so that's 2200. Main 2. End phase. Stardust returns. Pass. Not your Yu-Gi-Oh, Chief. Marlon, what are you eating? Oh, Nevin, you got your blanket.
It doesn't matter. I don't have a line to black rope. Matter.
Be right back a sec.
I already know what's in his hand. What's going on, chat? I'll take over and say hi for a second. I'm beating myself. This is my deck, guys.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, so this is not what I want to have happen. But...
Greffer. Yeah, we'll just bottomless that.
Okay, that's just game. Yeah, Vayu cannot beat Gigavice at all.
Like when you go second?
It
has
a hard matchup into it in general. Because Armed Wing can't run over Gigaplant. And if they have Titanial, Gale can't have anything. And Brio can't do anything.
Uh-huh.
So they just end up in a really stuck spot.
Make sure to smash that like button, chat. We're so close to our 20 like goal tonight. 6 more. We're so close. Smash that like button.
For it to matter.
And definitely subscribe if you're brand new here. Hop aboard. Really appreciate all the new people who've subscribed today. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome aboard. Rock. Paper.
Where's the flip the table button?
Jazz it up. That's the flip the table button.
All right, I can play this game. Thank goodness. All right, here we go. Stuff.
I got another brick hand.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking until you draw Lone Fire.
See,
Oops.
Lone Fire is a 2 of, right? Semi-limited in this
Yeah.
form.
This.
Your brother's go-to move is the table flip. What a gamer. Set it all.
Was a massive issue.
Set it all, chat. We'll set it all. I don't care about Heavy Storm. Set it all.
Heavy Storm doesn't exist.
Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, nice. 1700 damage? Sure.
See.
We'll take that one. What deck is secret the best? Like Twilight? Oh, I love that deck. Sign me up. Ice Warren is one of my favorites. Zombies is another one of my favorites. Sign me up. The new one.
If you have a super solar nutrient, I'm gonna cry.
I do.
Sitting back.
The new one. The
back
one
to
you
the
just
top.
set. The one you just set.
Oh, that's just rude.
Oh, and I drew a Miracle Furt too. Holy, dude. All right. You have MST for this?
No, I've got a bottomless for your first Giga Plant, but you're gonna get 2.
All right, here we go. Tribute for Nutrient. Special Lone Fire. And because I have Super Solar Nutrient, I should keep the token, right?
Yeah, you'll tribute the Lone Fire for your second
Sure.
Lone Fire.
Lone Fire for Lone Fire, and then tribute Lone Fire for Gigaplant.
Yep.
Zoop. Hello.
There's the
He's dead.
bottomless.
Banish. And then I'll Miracle Furt
Lone Fire for the second
and
Giga
get
Plant.
Lone Fire.
Or Titanium.
Tribute.
Titanium is also good here. Tribute the token. Don't tribute Lone Fire because Miracle Fertilizer will go away.
Oh, true. That's right. I do need it. Shoop. I guess Gigaplant is the call.
If you've got a supervise, that's just broken.
I don't. But I do have
So
a
you.
potential to attack. What?
So I would go Titanium here in that case then.
Titanium's in my hand, sadly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yay, there's Brandon. What's up, dude? You wish Zombies was better? Dude, I know. Me too.
Are we talking like Brandon?
Brandon, yeah.
Watching me get smoked by my own favorite deck.
It's fine. You got Gardna, Plague Spreader, Sirocco. Fine. Brandon. Zombies are an all-time favorite of yours. Me too, man. I started playing Zombies in when the structure deck came out in 2004. That was the first region I went to in my life. 2004, playing that freaking Zombies, man. It's Vampire Lord, Vampire Genesis. Stuff was good.
That makes the most sense here. Oh, I have to play 3 Phoenix Wing Windboard. I assume that's a giant issue too.
Plague Spreader Zombie. We're gonna torrential here.
Oh, that's just rude. So the Nutrient and the Miracle Furt both go to the graveyard though.
Oh, okay.
This is banished, and I can set this, and that's it.
That's the main. Wow, Hidden Armory is a great top deck. Damn, dude.
That's so good.
It's a pretty good card. So we get DDR
Yep.
to special summon back
This is
to
what-
Gigaplant, and then we can just Gemini summon it. Unless you have an MST,
You
discarding.
can't Gemini summon it because you used Hidden Armor.
Oh, that's right. You can't normal summon the turn. Do you have an MST?
No, I do not.
Okay. Second bottomless?
I do have something that'll deal with the Gigaplant. It's not bottomless.
Okay, so it's Deep Risen or Mirror Force. I need this effect to resolve, so I cannot risk a battle trap.
Makes me wonder what your last card is. And now we just lose.
Yeah, Gemini summon effect.
Yep, some Titanial.
And pass. I don't need to do anything. I'm cool. I did mill one. I milled Gold Sark. I milled the Gold Sark.
Oh, is this worth using here? I can go.
The puppies. Hey guys. The puppies. Good night, my love. And no, not tonight. Tonight's late night.
Oh, I can't,
The
I can't let this
return.
keep going.
Thursday. Return. Sirocco, Plague, Vayu. It's pretty good. They're good. Nah, they're fine.
Question here is, do I just black rose?
Yeah,
unless you
both my
drop
puppies. I am. I'm petting Marlin right now. I want to go hop up. Want to say hi? Come here, Mar. Penny. Come here, Penny. I'll take him out in a little bit. Come here, Penny. I want to show her. Come here. Come here, Penny. Come here. Shit. Alright, here's one of them. This is Penny. This is Penny. My little baby. And then I've got Marlin, my big dog, my German Shepherd boy.
Oh, my eye.
She's just tired. She's sleepy, girl. Yeah. Penny. He's a panini. He's our panini puppy. One chip. Oh, she's so small. Juan, welcome in, man. Good to see you. What's up? Yeah, the cute dogs. The little one.
Super
Marlin.
cute dogs.
Come here, Bubba. Hop up. Hop up. And there's my other one, Marlin. I'll go full screen for you guys so you can see him. There's Mar. This is my boy. Hey, buddy. Show me paw. Oh, yeah. Show me the other paw. Oh, he said, I'm going to lay down instead. Those are our puppies. Those are our puppies. Those are our babies until our
Aw.
human baby is born in a couple of months. Not yet. Monday. Yeah, we got my rescue rabbit back there. Both of my Umbreons. One of each of the old school booster boxes. LOB, Metal Raider, Spell Rulers, and Feral Servant. A couple other cool stuff. A couple things that Lexi got me when we first started dating. Like she made a little clay like miniature of me wearing my Scout Trooper armor. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I like to just go around in armor. And I've also got like a gold-plated shiny Charizard that she gave me for our Valentine's gift. It says "I choose you" on it as its attack. Penny. Yeah, when moving from our big studio in Utah to here, I had to really think about what were my favorite things, because you know we had a lot of really great stuff on in our display in the old studio, and this one we couldn't bring all that stuff out here, so I just brought the things that were most like special to me. That were a lot of that stuff were gifts. All those boxes were gifts from people on the channel. All of those plushies were gifts from people on the channel. So it's all like special stuff. Did you synchro or you black roast?
Yeah, black roast.
Okay. And
what was this elusive face down I've been playing around? Oh my
Mirror
god,
Force.
Mirror Force. Then we use value effect. And now we just pray you don't draw Miracle Fertilizer, and we're good to go.
Hidden Armory is a good card.
Yep, because you can just Mark of the Rose.
Come on, Mill Dandelion.
Oh my god, so
bro! Yo! Dandelion, dude!
That literally prevents me from winning the game.
Off the top, man. That's brutal, dude. No. Mark of the Rose. We're gonna banish Dandelion and Steel. Is DDR2 in this deck?
Yes.
Oh, then we're gonna banish Titanium. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's still one more Hidden Armory. Yeah.
Or you could do Gigaplant. Either
Giga,
or works. If
yeah,
you
Giga would be
then
better.
just-
Because then my one Titanium isn't out of complete rotation. Yeah, I like that. Because I have both Giga plants available. So yeah, that's better. Then we just attack for 23. And then give it back. Move to here. Have a good night yourself, Kodarin. Thanks, man.
Decide how I want to do this. I think I've got it. Brain a token.
Yeah,
Then
Caius. that's it. Yeah, 47.
Top deck, yes.
Very good.
I did not have game unless I top decked Brain Control.
Wind control, as Oscar likes to call it.
Yep.
I like that guy.
That's literally all it is wind control.
I'll try one more,
Wanna do one
and
more?
then I'll be down to go play paper Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, for those that want to play some paper like actual physical Yu-Gi-Oh, Edison, you can hop into our Discord server. This is the first time I've ever done Time Wizard on my channel. Every Thursday going forward, we're going to be doing Time Wizard on the stream, like doing like a video and a live stream kind of stuff for like Edison and Goat and things like that. And then after the stream, we're gonna go and play like remote dueling via like webcams and stuff in Discord and just play and have fun. And then once it grows and gets a bunch of people, I'll start running like a locals for it every week. And then eventually we could do like tournaments and I can give away prize support and things like that, you know? And it'll scale. And I want to do that for modern Yu-Gi-Oh as well, for those in the chat that are modern Yu-Gi-Oh players. This hand looks pretty good, man. This hand looks pretty
That's
good.
not what I want to hear.
Oh
with
yeah.
this.
Yeah. This hand looks really good. Sure.
See, I have your stream down, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Got all the cards. Got all the cards that plants like. I got all of the cards, man. I got all the cards. Pretty good. Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
just wait
good.
till you freestyle with this deck a little bit. You're gonna be like, oh my god, what am I doing right now? Oh, he just has the other lone fire. That
Yeah,
seems fair.
just have the other one, man. It's pretty good.
So here's the trick. You get copy plant here.
Yeah. So I want to go power
And you-
tool.
So I'll tell you the way. So you use copy plant to copy Gigaplant's level and synchro with the token.
Oh yeah, 6 and a 1. Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that.
And that.
That way I
That's how
can
you
get
make
the
your
supervise.
power
I'll
tool.
just guarantee a supervise here.
Yep.
So I'll just add supervise in the hand. And then we'll supervise to Gemini summon plant, special summon back lone fire, effective lone fire tributing. Sorry, the face up one. I'll just put this into defense. To then grab out Nettles.
Either Nettles or Titanial. Both are good here.
Titanial sounds good. Titanial, and then
I'm trying to think. What is value play that targets? Deep Prison? I'd go Stardust
Deep
here.
Prison and Target and Caius.
And Caius.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't Caius turn one a whole lot? So it's up to you.
Raikou is also a single targeting card.
That's true. Raikou too. But then you'd get it wouldn't matter because you would just summon Lone Fire, get Titanium next turn as well. So you play around more because you play around Torrential Mirror, Black Rose if you go Stardust, or you play around a set Raikou or a set Deep Prison. I'd probably Stardust in this situation.
Okay, so then we go for
Yeah, you go Nettles here.
Nettles. And then we'll just keep the plant there because of the supervise effect.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Not a bad turn.
No,
Not a bad turn.
That is not a bad turn.
Not a bad turn, guys. I don't think it's a bad turn. Starting with the allure.
Oh, can I get there?
Get there. Normal summon, dark.
That
Greffer.
allure was about the best possible thing allure could have gave me.
Greffer was the draw.
Yeah, Dark Arm Dragon was the draw.
Oh. You'll get to the 3 darks then, huh?
Yeah. Or no, it'll only be 2. It's only 2.
Oh, because it's banished. Yeah.
Because
Banished.
it's banished.
It's banished. Oh, we're so close. We're at 20 likes, guys. Smash that like button. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, come on, guys. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. So close to 20 likes tonight. It's awesome. You can't not call him Jazz. You can't not call him Jazz. That's his name. He jazzes it up, dude. Straight up. You know?
And I'm here
It's
too.
the start of the thing.
That's
Of
right.
course.
Cypher Slacker.
Ugh. I played myself because I lose. You want to see my face down? I played myself. Giga play. Oh. Hold on. I'll give you the proper play here. So Miracle Fertilizer for Nettles.
That's the proper play. Attack for game, bro. That's like 12,000 damage on board.
No, I'm showing you how you do this properly if you didn't know what. So, put the Giga Plant back, summon Nettles.
For the Lone Fire? Okay. Lone
Yeah.
Fire. So Nettles.
Mhm.
Nettles is in my grave.
Yeah, that's fine. You're using Miracle Fertilizer to get it.
Zoom.
And Synchro Nettles and Power Tool for Gotems.
Oh.
Because this also plays around Gores. And then you can, or you could use the Giga Normal Summon E2. Either way works. And then if I didn't have back row, because you win either way. But if I didn't have back row, you Gotems this to make sure.
Yeah.
And then you're insulated from everything.
Right. I forgot he's just
Did you make cookies?
level 9, just 1+1.
Yeah, disgusting deck, right?
Yes, good deck. It's a very good deck. I think it's pretty solid. Pretty solid, man.
real fair for a format that's still normal summons, right?
Yes. It definitely is. Definitely is.
Oh my god, my wife just made the most delicious cookie dough. What kind of cookies? You can come get cookies, Brandon. You know where I live, don't you? We can be on a first name basis now. It was so weird
sweet.
yesterday when I saw Nate in the chat, or Nathan. I was like, how
Yeah.
dare Dazu call me by my real name?
No, it's Nate. Nate,
So it was like you
Nate,
know me.
Nate, the new homie, Nate.
Yeah. If you actually want cookie dough, Brandon, I'll bring you some tomorrow. It's so good.
So, what decks you guys thinking to take to Aurora? That Rockstun is like the definite go-to you want?
Dude, the Rockstun is really good. I initially it, but the more I've seen it played, it's good. Brandon and I play it a little differently, but
what is it? What does it look
plays
like?
super well. I don't know if I have a screenshot. Let me look. I might.
Yeah.
Discord.
You gotta go potty. Okay, I gotta take my dogs out real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good. Just playing Brandon. I know you guys can't see my screen, or I would just show you. See, getting on stream and being able to talk to a chat just makes me wish being a streamer, bro. I had so much fun streaming. Brandon, that is a lie. I can't find it anywhere in Go to. Well, it's like I used to play a lot of games professionally and for money, and there was so much expectations out of me as a streamer during that time that it made streaming really like not fun anymore. Miguel, it's the other way around. I am the tribal. In the immortal words of Roman Reigns, acknowledge me. Oh, I found it. Save image. Can I post this in the chat? Does that work like that? Nope, sure doesn't. Save image. I will post if anybody's actually like super interested in it. I'll post it in the Time Wizard section of Dazu's cord here. Upload a file. This one. No, I'm Brandon's right hand man. I'm not the main character. I am far from the main character. Facts, facts. If Brandon doesn't take first at the R bet, I quit Yu-Gi-Oh forever. So what kind of formats do you guys like, chat? Are most of you guys like just strictly modern players? You guys like Master Duel? What kind of content do you guys like to see? I'm not super into anything modern or anything. I know a little bit about it just because I watch modern streams and stuff, but I don't play modern myself. I'm very much an Edison competitive player. You like them all, Miguel? That's the way to go. You're trying to get into Goat. If you want the most fun deck to play in Goat, I would consistently was top 10 in Dueling Book with it for a while. Earth Warrior Beat is probably the funnest deck to play in Goat. Just from a standpoint of like it's super aggressive, and when you draw, that deck is insanely hard to beat. Like super, super hard. Chaos has a really rough time with it. I helped him build that deck for you, by the way, Miguel. We talked about it. Now I know who it went to. You're too young of a chimp to know much about the older formats. Older formats obviously hold a nice place in our old hearts, but they are very much what Yu-Gi-Oh was during its golden age. Anywhere from like 2010 through like the end of 2015 is probably the best formats Yu-Gi-Oh has ever had outside of Dragon Ruler format. Dragon Ruler format was horrible. The Scapegoat deck? Yeah, my own personal like goat list that I cooked up myself was a Blue Eyes Ritual deck that had like 70 to 80% win rate somewhere in there, and it just played Royal Decree. Nobody could beat it because it plays Royal Decree and Blue Eyes. And I can't set monsters because Paladin of White Dragon makes it so their flip effects don't work. Oh yeah, Royal Decree in Go format is the most toxic card you can play because Solemn Judgment's at 3. Oh yeah, you did definitely get some heat today. There's a lot of good, really, really good Edison players going around now, and we're trying to revive the format in general. It's got a huge following across the country, but it's hard to introduce new players into it because they don't have the thought process of just really effective trading back and forth like one for one. Stuff like that, just because everything searches something, so your plays mean a lot more. Just because there's not an Ash Blossom or an effective or something like that, which makes older formats, at least in my opinion, more skillful than newer formats. So I don't need something like a Kashtira or Rise Heart to banish everything my opponent does, for instance. But you know, I played through the end of 2015. I've been entertaining your chat, Dazu.
Yeah? You doing a good job?
I can hold my own a little bit.
Is that the Rockstone deck?
Yeah, he posts the Rockstone in there if you wanna. I think
I'll bring it up on the screen. Yeah, I see it.
I'm rage baiting everyone. You're right. I am definitely rage baiting everyone, Brandon. Dude, I used to make a lot of money playing video games. I don't do that no more. It was a good time in my life. I was making 80, 90 grand a year playing Madden. It was great.
Ooh, Kolkimeru Guardian, huh? Dark Calling. All right.
Yeah, that deck is insane.
What is this trap card?
Which one? Release from Stone?
Release from Stone. That's what it is. Release from Stone.
Yeah, it revives a banished rock monster that's been banished. Or yeah, it revives a banished rock monster.
Oh, okay.
So you just sit there and recycle Guardian over and over, so your opponent can't activate card effects.
Yep. And then chill on your fossil dynas.
Yep, chill on your fossil dyna. That's about it. Okay. Compulse is insane. I play PlayStation personally. If I play a console, I've been mostly PC. But I haven't. I stopped gaming about 2 months ago. I came to the realization I was a little too addicted to gaming, and just cold turkeyed it. So, unless I'm playing a game with somebody for like a really specific reason, I won't get play.
Okay.
How about you, Daz? Are you a PS guy or an Xbox?
Neither. I'm a Nintendo Switch guy.
Fair enough. You gonna play Pokemon ZA?
I'm a Nintendo fan. Of course. Sure am. Oh, chat. We're 2 likes away from the big 2-0. Hit that, smash that like button, mate. Come on. Come on, chat.
Jazz all over that like button. What else we got?
That's a cool looking deck. The Quacky Mirror Guardian is such a nasty card.
Hold up, I got you. Let me switch to my other YouTube channels. I'll get you to 20. Watch me.
Oh. You don't have to do that.
I'm on my computer now. It takes me 2 seconds.
Who's gonna be the next Kaiba Man Synchron? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be the next Kaiba Man in the chat. Let's see. Number 22.
There he is. Subscribe and like. See, now nobody can outcompete me for Dazu's like goal, okay? I get 3 for every one.
3 for every one. That's great. That's great.
2 new subscribers. I don't even remember what I have on my streaming channel because I was on Twitch, not YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I think when we get 9 more channel members, guys, we get the next emote slot unlocked. We were talking about a couple different ideas already. There was the drill beam. There was the SpongeBob one that says negate over the rainbow thing. And then we were also talking about just like another like Blue Eyes style one.
Hulk Hogan? I would say no
was
to Hulk Hogan. Just big brother.
I say brother a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It's the California in me. I say brother, bro, dude, man, all the time. All the time. I remember when I first went to Minnesota to meet my wife's family. They were like so taken aback by the way I talk. And then vice versa for me with their like accents and things that they say in you know, in the Midwest. But yeah, you could definitely tell that I wasn't from there. I get that here too already. Like being in North Carolina, talking to people here, they pick me out right away. Like, hey, y'all aren't from here, are you? They say y'all, being in the South. I'm trying to like remember to say it myself when I get the chance to say you or you guys or do you, to like not stick out as much.
All right,
What's up, brother?
I'm gonna let you take back over. Yugioh was cool playing. I'm gonna go eat this cookie dough and watch this homesteading show with my wife for a bit.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me hanging out and playing some games with me though. I was sick.
Thanks for teaching me how to play Gigavice.
I know now you can just go roll everybody in the monthly with it, right?
No, I'll take Gladiator Beast.
Fair.
Tried and true.
Glads are way too good. All right, chat. Y'all have a good night. Dazu, you're the man. Everybody
Thanks,
like and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe. Excuse me. Share the stream first, then like it, then subscribe.
Thank you. Jazz it up.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
You too, dude.
I'm here too. Jazz it up. That's right. Say it again.
Jazzing it up, man. Love it. You'll have a terrible night. No, don't have a terrible night, man. Have a great night. Let's go play some Yu-Gi-Oh, man. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to duel. I'm ready to go over to the Discord and start playing, man. Let's get our webcams out. Let's get our cards shuffled up. Let's play some remotes, dude. I want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, get our game on. Get our game on. Yeah, I think yeah, we're gonna head over to my Discord to play some Edison with actually our actual decks, our actual cards, just over like video call, doing like, you know, they call them remote duels. We're gonna go play, and anyone is welcome to come in and come play. Anyone is also welcome to come and just like hang out in the voice chat and just like watch or just hang out and chat and like learn more about Edison, because I know a lot of you joined in tonight and were like, oh dude, Edison looks kind of cool. I've never seen this. I've never played this. Or I want to try it. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing every Thursday on the channel, is doing some Time Wizard content, Edison mostly, via videos, live streams, and then after the stream go in and play some matches together in Discord. And the hope is at one point to be able to turn this into a like weekly locals, you know, where we basically learn like a locals kind of thing every single Thursday night, and do like 3 or 4 rounds, and eventually I can give out some like packs and prizes and all that kind of stuff as we grow. I don't know, and I'm gonna do the same for modern Yu-Gi-Oh as well. I just want to play, and I know a lot of you guys want to play, and I think the remote dueling is a lot of fun because it gives us like more time to play with our actual physical cards too. So yeah, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to go play some Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. I'm ready to go play some Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, thank you guys so much this was a lot of fun. Our first ever like just look at some Time Wizard on the channel. Really appreciate everyone who rolled through tonight. It was really, really nice to see so many people. Thanks so much for all the new people that subscribed tonight. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much to Jazz for coming on the voice chat to talk and kind of look at some stuff and show me the Gigavice cards. And also a big shout out to everyone for just coming out. I really truly appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying starting up these streams, just streaming in general on the YouTube channel. It's been really, really cool. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Smash the like button if you haven't already, and definitely subscribe if you're new here. And you know, also want to give a huge shout out, of course, to all of our want to give a couple big shout outs to our Patreon subscribers, all of our Patreon members. Really appreciate all that you guys do. Big shout out to you, Miguel. Miguel upgraded their Patreon today from Lord of D to King of Devastation. He's a King of D now. Thank you so much, bro, for that upgrade. That's crazy epic. Thank you so much, man, for that tier 3 Patreon upgrade. Big shout out to all the patrons, our Dictators of Devastation, Wyman Guy, Larry, Quinn, Savvy, Trips, Puppy Pack, Nathan, Mr. Jazz, our Kings of Devastation, Spartan Servers, Condor, Miguel, my mom, of course, our Monkey of D, Mad Pepsi, our Moon Tier, Zephyros. Big shout out to all the channel members, for all of you out there that hit that join button and joined up. The Kaiba Man, really appreciate that so much, especially our tier 2 Ultra Kaiba Mans, Larry, Puppy Pack, and Main Phase 1. Thank you guys so much for you know, just taking it a step further and you know, joining the channel memberships. A great way to support the content and my journey here as a full-time creator and working towards, you know, like making this the biggest that I possibly can. I've got really big goals with Yu-Gi-Oh and with like the content creation and everything, and I put all my heart and soul into it. Putting all my heart and soul into this. So really appreciate everything that you guys all do. It's really truly amazing. But yeah, great stream. I'll head over to Discord now. I'll be in one of the voice chats. Anyone wants to come over, you're welcome to hop in and vibe, play some Yu-Gi-Oh with me or with each other as well, and just talk, hang out for a little while. And yeah, you guys are awesome. I'll throw a Discord invite link in the stream chat right now for those of you that haven't joined it yet. You're more than welcome to join into the Discord. There's an invite link right there. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Devastator Squad. Love you all super, super, super much. For those of you I'll see over in the Discord, awesome. Let's keep on rocking. And for the rest of everybody else, have a wonderful rest of your night. And till the next videos and live streams that come, stay awesome. Devastator Squad, you're the best. Good night. Jazzing it up, of course. One final jazz it up before we head out, huh? Then we give it to Yugioh. No worries, Brandon. Yo, hop over on Discord, man. I'll be over there playing some Yu-Gi-Oh. You're more than welcome to hop on, brother. I'll be over in Discord right now. All right, good night, everybody.